tu apema bransa medukata were Nkrumah twentwenku a watwen na beku agi oman eyi nti Kwame kasa Nkrumah kasa.
Okay, 101.7 so nebusia for ya transe Ade Akye Abia adwumadie mu abo nonso apa usima ensia ena yebosome ne da etoso aduonu nsia sana bosome ne mfiapinu ni aduonu enan eda ne adwada Monday 26th August 2024 in the year of our Lord. Ofema radio kwa wasango Kwame Nkrumah Tikese me morning show president of the land. For Bible ndi enkinka Onyankopon asem enwom humanitre duanan imu baako ede eba. Psalm 40 verse 1 ede eba yenti Onyankopon asem. Twen na metwane awurade na waya asoma me na wati misufre na wayi mi firi wasai amenamu firi atechemu na wade me na si obotan so omamanamu tintimi na ode dwomfoforo ahyemanum ye Nyankopon ayiyi nipa bebre be hunu asuro na wabata awurade ho inhyirane woni pa wadi nani ato awurade so na onnane nani enkyere ahantanfo ni wone a wo mane di atoro awurade mi Nyankopon wanwade ne wadwene wamana dɔso amayen wuntimi mfa bibiara entoto ho anka mekasa ho ɛdɔso ne sene sɛ obetumi akan amen. Wajumtufo David ayeye nie wasi brebi na nye brebi na ni da so asa brebi na oye no ho ba bia enye yie brebi na niam editia no brebi na bi abraba ye bisi basa brebi na afo sere no brebi da bia awerho asina taade deso wenyum nyina mu no osi twen na metwen awurade ye kaso obi twen dia na wo wani da so se di bia watimi enka hoda eni ama kutia no nyina no otwen awurade na woni mu se echecheche se denara awurade ani muonyam bedadi biribi besaka wo wiem ama ne pa bi aba ne so twen na wo twen awurade edu ba bia na de obedi eden wo twen awurade se Onyankopon kuto no man ne pa na wase wo twen ye no waye asoma no na otie ni sufre.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Odofo awura ho no pai odofo wani da so asa odofo aniema nyina enkoyie twen awurade wate meka sai wo bida afiase a eye trobi bibi amane bi na kwato onye sa na oyeye twen awurade wate wo bi nya getire ketwa bi nanka adane na brabo twen awurade wate Doctor Fona kasa fa o yare no hu se yare no enya de ebetimi aboa wo twen awurade wate na o twen awurade a obeya so ama wo na watie usufre wose na wayi mi firi wo sayi amenemu firi atechem wayi mi firi wo sayi amenemu baby anan kama na ma kono medamna donko bia ehwo nye nanso awurade beyi wa firi ho obeyi wa firi anum guase atachenim wose na odeme nansi obotan so na manamon tintimi awurade be mo ye firmly grounded in faith ewo skam ewo yediem ewo animunyam ewo awariem ewo bibiem wo wie ye ne wo se na wade dwomfoforo ahyemanum ma ye Nyankopon ayeye abobo di adwom no wonto biem. You will sing a new song, a song of praise, a song of victory. Wobɛto ayɛyie dwom na ɛnyɛ ohia dwom ɛnyɛ kwa dwom na wobɛto ayɛyie dwom na deɛ ɔka yɛ mede ne wɔse no ɔde dwom foforɔ ahyɛ m'anom ma yɛ Nyankopɔn ayɛyie nipa bebree bɛhunu ɛsuro na wabata Awurade ho nhyira ne wɔ nipa a wɔde n'ani to Awurade so na wɔnane n'ani nkyerɛ ahantanfoɔ ne wɔne a wɔma ne di atoro nhyira ne wɔ nipa a yɛbɛkɔ so na brabom biara no obɛkuta ne gyidie mu ɛtwɛn sɛ Onyankopɔn ɛbɛboa no anɔpa yi ɔfrɛ me sɛ memɛhyɛ ɔden na mema wo nkwa nsɛm yi sɛ Onyame bɛboa wo Onyame bɛpagya wo ɔbɛma no asiw yie ɔbɛma nkwa ayɛ wo dea Jesus Christ adoma ɛnsa da nti fa gyidie ka sɛ amen yɛkenkan ɛfiri ɛnwom nwoma no ɛtiri aduanan mu baako ɛde ɛbɛpem enum Psalm 40 verse 1 to 5 Onyame asɛm nie fa gyidie ka sɛ amen.
God bless the homeland, Ghana, motherland, faithful and together. Hello, my brother. 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 Hello, my brother.
Dear Chibia, Ghana, my betu Pongwanich, that will mamba power, Jenny Ghana, Hokane. Dear Chibia, and ye now Magania Magashiani, Huna Magao. Dear Chibia,
While Parliament members attending the sitting, Ghana move. Hello, while Parliament members attending the sitting, Ghana move. Hello, well, your excellency is strong and never give up. Hello, well done, your excellency is strong and never give up. Hello, that's our doctors take great attention on the operations and save lives. Hello, can you say bye to corruption, bye to discrimination, bye to favoritism? Hello, can you say bye to corruption, bye to discrimination, bye to favoritism? Hello,
Okay, 101.7 so any na anopa yi what people will say dia me pa me chow minim say the president any people will say say nya president na the people will say dia me pa chow hwedi yi hwe president wo da bia ye bedi die ye bedi asikyire ye bedi mu ye bedi enfufuo enkwan papa bi ya na bon se full particles akwache hye sentem de ba bia bon se ye sen no ese esei de ba bia sen ankra no gam no na e ma ne problem enti na da bia ye de president ene twitwiri ye sen no enti odofo wo betwitwiri wo sen no pa ene enumra wo koda wo the president cavity fighter ne betwitwiri wo sen na amount the protection that you need. Now, I'm 10 times stronger. President cavity fighter, no, if I told the profluoride and microcalcium ingredients, near my wood were bossing home by a tiny penum in a day. Now, what the year into Contucona that was cement me for anyone. Those invisible holes, no, is sitting in a come. Now, a man canary and council into a mouse sense strong, the Tiwanumunso. President cavity fighter. Amount maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth, 25 years in year, and the Abrash years and a pap, and the number of Koda. Would the president and a Ghana Dental Association for Yatum. President Ubenyan was shop be a bear war. Your customer care number in ye 0800 2030 0800 2030. There be a Kaiser, but you will sing and a pa any number of Koda. What the president, the big you say, president, every smile matters. Okay, 101.7. So, in young Kwame Nkrumah enkomo na yene Dr. Strebo Kweku inni enkomo na we director training ewo electoral commission Doc, me mo acha no pay.
Yeah, no.
Na wo pomo te sen.
About that cham na mjis da so ho ya pa.
Pa, ye ho ye pa. Na we de anaro ne yete se suhum wo baabi Eastern region. Biometric device bi obi akɔfa ma posifo ensa so ne mu. Na the SRT bi mu se mo de ho ensam so aba betudwa ne anamo mu tuo. Wadaruma enkomo yi etisen.
Yo, me da si me chia woni watie fo ina. O ka so na me so te say yen sabom. Ntam se sabom na.
I'm sorry, Baba. Nsabom.
Na the thing is until Bakaya, yeah, 2023 assembly election. Ebe kan say a war dump water kwa. Nko for essay and video no enum. And North Towns our voter agents so yeah me no enso me no amufaka baro person box no so do jani. Na minchem say BVD no video na sa wo kokoto aba odu status mo che say ye wo na say ye wo na nti ye kasa de che ne say a police wana action and second background no am ye mfa nye party tem me ma police wana kwa no mu hwemu ye na nyame adom ye hunu say wan na okofa video no fa no wahin na a police wana hunu ko na wo mu na na babo ye me going forward in the way in the Mexico, if we say a yard or so, say to about between 2004, the blue Tatari, almost a box in 124. 2008 time, almost she office in name a woman in 2020, 2021, so, but him almost she office and name a woman in and then go for says and nema and then the can about to num to fanyafe by a ska a cat and at koto is can at koto.
Baba na say ukasebia omuntimi fanya hwe na ale fierce na kyereyemu because the enemy say yes voter verification application no it works with data ya prepare ya audit ya encrypt no na secure process boom ti ekura no a de na kyese wontimi fanya bibi.
The thing is, BB, no. BB, so. She said, what do SD card, Nipodi was no, at the Kushimasana, what in the verification. Now, SD card, no, so, a trouble we are near here from if we say, at the way office, Sabia and case will be quiet, what is be a. Now the SD card is your computer, my baby, who say, Subuku, and I'm one week saying. Utu wabasabre we nenba do se na ye enti sa na ezi card na ye 2 BVD ni kura wa o se ma activation code no te say nfan say ukura phone na ya ma password enti say wo ni password na untu bi su sa phone sa na ezi card no se te enti bo se beto abampa ati no ke be bi ma na mu yan cha say activation code no untu mi enfan ye adwuma enti Bibi didn't cry wa unto venture, and no nancher no. Register bia no war QR code of my voter. And to walk QR code, different from any QR code. And the above about 2020 QR code na issue no. The sign is 2023 one cause now the same person QR code but and 2024 years is simple in final register, the final QR code. And the cry if it's all for SD card push ma na SD card na a year 2024 na ka say waste eno na nchi no ye to aba na register bia no wo a specific police station ewo and the okay register untum for yedma wo peace ana register no bia so ye assigned the say ye ma wo SD card na a year register no a wo so no Sarah and who is an answer ya printed that one. Also, the SD card share BVD no. Any reason happened to a match. I don't think I say what was that to swear. Now, you know, in Bakwes can know that to so much as a one as a one. And to be conferred BVD no one only SD card also. Maybe the SD card was just component or your QR code. owie no so ohia specific register eno na nche no yɛn tia se biam sɛ pension na yusu no ya twela police station na guso dadaada edi emfa sɛ so bi akɔfa register mpa yɛ okay from a esi de de bakakoto okay ho to ɔno nka kɔ ɔkwakɔ wa mu na ɔkwakɔ verify ɔmo no no makoto aba no moto aba no wi a bare boss no ɛkomo wi ahwan ɛna ɔmo wi na mo som kan wi kɔ a ahin na ɔmo de results no bɛkɔ because wi a yɛ kan results bo mo constituency no edi emfa da akɔfa bi akɔto aba bi na ɔsɛ yɛ okay a wo ba no okay bi no ya so dada hɔ wan na ɛkɔgye sa results no na ɔkɔgye no no na ato yɛ de na to akona na sɛ nti wɔkɔ wi a wɔn ti aseɛ ɛna de bia meka sɛ sɛ ɛto aba na wɔyɛ ahwɛ kɔ sɛ nneɛma ɛnso sam bia tama yɛ kwakɔto second round wɔ Ghana yɛto second round Ghana na obi kɔkɔ hyee time office ni na no yɛsan printing nneɛma foforɔ sɛ bara boss for san kɔkɔto sɛ bɛka na kɔyɛ ebi sɛ kɔyɛ third round no wohwɛ de si wɔ voter region a some of our box no nneɛma wɔ mi nanti that day na ɛkɔto aba ne ntimi anto but 3 days time no yɛ printing foforɔ ɛde me no machine kɔ kɔkɔto yi ndisa na mo na wa agye no yɛ no woyɛ a yɛkyi wa yɛkyi wa akakɛ efisɛ de woyɛ no ntumi nyai aba na ɛbɛto no ɛna wo so no wagye sɛ ɔbɛtum na bibi a wontumi fa nya hwee ndisa na asɛm no ti
papa na mami hwɛ motumi agbo ana akɔhwɛ the exact year of fire yɛ de ɛhye no baabi ɛyɛ 2020 die 2016 die
the BVD na na
ai
so the same BVD na to about 2020 no and then let it to 2023 and now about 2024 the BVD na yɛ de no bia yɛ de na mbere information bia no so nti sɛ yɛ de ma police for no and my am say party so na ma police for no kwan no mu swim so by me hu ɔmo yɛ saa and am so
na me ba chow we no obi di bɛyɛ politics sɛ bi a mo na mo de akɔma nkrɔfo bi ana de mo yɛ kɔsie baabi na obi afa saa nkrɔfo sɛ na aka kyerɛ wɔ mo
ɛno nti nam sɛ yɛ ma police for no kwan no sɛ me a meka sɛ sɛ wɔkuku na me fa ya sɛ ya chi obi nti mbakɔ no bɛka no korɛ no nti me anyɛ no party sɛm na nya no na police for nyom ne ehunu de si ya nkasa nti obi na de ama no a me sure sɛ police for no be get to the root of it ne ehunu de si ya
na mpacho madawuma motie afi posifoɔ no hɔ baabi a wɔse wonya ayɛ wom sɛ ɔmo yɛ hwemu deɛ
na mkasa afuna so no no ekire no de yi na ehu ye no se obi na de man wo tudu so nkoton awo bodi bi ni na no mkasa so waka police for no omo ye professional persons Ghana police for no eju omo di ye mo kwan na omo wi a se me a meka se na mkofa ye man no na dia no kwal ba bede
wow obi di amanu wo tudu
san waka
wan koton ma wan
ono also no officer your phone
omo di atreke no
se na mkaza no kwal ba dead
na phone na so na no hu say tablet
ade ka krake we bituma your phone
ebi a tablet no o kan na okoka phone
we na mkaza ndi a police for no investigate no kwal ba dead
ni yati mi wan ye ma menya o na so far preparation to say minim say exhibition no cost so far no eniema to say
na me boy e be we exhibition na tina na exhibition na say ehu hia pa because exhibition na ba mo hu bi aboto waba mfo so wodin so obema osiesie no so unu obi a on fata say di be race man say bi onya Ghana ni tamo so di onya mfe no twa so we free man wa bo me use say na free ɛna sɛ wofoni ne a wɔso no sɛ bia ɛnum ne kra ya betuma sɛ sana mam nti obi a momɔden sɛ obɔkɔ akɔhwɛ ne di sɛ wontumi nkɔ baabi a wɔ no ne bia mfa sɛ wo ya wotwe odi wɔ tamale wabankan a wo abusuafo wɔ tamale hɔ wotu frɛ ɔmo na makɔ akɔhwɛ ama sɛ mfo so deɛ ne kisɛ wɔ akɔna
obi bɛtumi de o card na kɔhwɛ ama wo
ɔne ohia card kora mpo sɛ wotwe odi na mfa sɛ wowɔ ayi mfa sɛ wotwe odi wɔ hello nso jo ni wan
south I also west wogon
I was wogon na bia adwuma tuntumi nkwa na ofiefo no sikwe omudi ho ha na adafo bitwo ndi ha ukwa so uko center wona menu yakotwo na ahwe medi ni ma me obetima ahwe ama the original dancer or share na some fuso do one sa woko bo bi tumi hwe mo bi man ye
okay na mame mu so obi on so a ne card no ayera exhibition obetumi akọ ana ande nka ho
o ka da ira botumi akọ wakọhwe na mfunso so dia kesa wo ya card fufuro aso timi aye the card nso dia obi o ka da ira bia no wo office bia wo electoral commission this office na number ya ma
okay so far ayi akuntabuo no yesen nipa dodo sen na mo hwe ani mu se electoral register ya exhibition obi abetimi abehwe ne de mo capture
nipa ya twom de no amburu 18 million
wow
de beso bia kokoko ne din
obi akofwe ne din okay na turn out to say the feedback amunya
but you see I mean clear figures in this
okay
maintaining come
but you ba ne beda ase
na me shira on ba
we shira won so pani aye ne di enkomo yi eye Dr. Stribo Kweku we director training Electoral Commission of Ghana and the K101.7 so now me baba man yes director of communication for Yewura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, the director of communication Dennis Miracle Abuaje ene yene no ewon komo ewofie ha enti onuan kanche onuan no onuan so kanche onuan na ene komo no ebeye de papa me nada na oyina na so atena se na me moache
oh nana mejoso
na boko de
oh nana nyame adom boko pa na wonso
bibia mak
nana na ozi Dennis Miracles Abuaje ba
oba
na no ba bisa no mame
okay na no ba so wa ha
asa o anti me reserve o oh nana tade don so fatal nana anti wo pa de be pa nana ade an fatal ye funu atade
misumi nyangu
enna wo nyangu ye
ene bibia be fatal
anti na make say de fatal de ade fatal ye funu atade na funu atade so de wunwu ya ye nche enti nana no be say ade say we di 130 years no nana na ezen so do na 40 enti no be che o
at the age of 44
main
oh madam will be Iranian of Iran I me de eto wona no attest me uzutwi ya kan wonti
onu Iranian no
oba Iran efo
sawo
by Islamic country
ene ye njimi wo ho
oh but one year production who per rice pa who per so import rice ne niam bia Iran
na na twa cha de bi nso a Islamic nations ni eni nsanfo wo ho
then nsanfo kwa de okodi ayede
umbu hu a yanko ho
bi
na no mama ti ye say
who say omo ye strong in terms of warfare no ne manema ai omo ye kua pa e no omo oil pa
Iran
pa
na ye Iran ni na wa fa okokun wo mu leader bi a ehun ba asemi Donald Trump
enu ye ayo Iran o
Iran o
o ya omo no beko na omo etimi wo mo ho sikasam ne niam mu
omo du omo ho
ti wo ya wo ti wo temti omo no beko
omo no de beyem oh that's nice na the answer no kan ya ono no the response abi
amede we need Dennis Miracle Abuaje picture no
say wo ba no flyer no
to status no be comment
wa we na watro no Iran ka se mu ana abrofo
there be ode saa de na ya na mo de ato na
emoji ase wa ma
emoji no ne emoji ofri ko be so oba hini
no be fru gugu
anka se bi o engrani
na edi emoji bi ani
o engrani ba bia ni papa free Nigeria
and no ni emoji
ni emoji
Hey. Oh, lovely.
Lovely. Na me kwatin komo e mesa ba nche me da ase
na me dwen.
Wunim say na watwe ye wie no. Eniema kase mienu ko so.
Oh yes.
The manifesto launch of the NDC.
Ewo Winiba ho no.
Winiba.
Ena nran so.
Ena nran so eyi.
Me say friend Mervin Pick.
Eso mo.
Wa.
Ade ni move go say.
Ade no si move say ya Mervin. Ade ye o.
Eyo.
O be na zi eye
yi. O no matwam.
O matwa yi nim.
Eye moving pick. Hwe mem kire mo ade. Said the abrofo fa where the bili ko mu de mu ko kan said the ompe no.
Yaso
san ye no.
Yaso se ye no.
Ana abiambo.
Enu ano no.
Na men ko Jacob ho. On de da bia o de asam.
Ka so ho.
That's nam.
Na nei. U ko Jacob we.
Yeah.
Na no na men ko hwe a. Na me nam ka si mi no o.
Ade.
Se me nam ka so overhead ne so. Ena mi so ba tampa ma visa wa kumsin. Na no so watermelon.
Hey,
na jayo.
E bia no ose no.
Ayo no o nana. Was watermelon. Asa brobew eno ade nam ayi baby amoto ade wa fom ho.
How afa.
Eno watechema yedifo yi. Na nam tro ho. Me koye U10 ba no woko.
Yee, na onim se. Watermelon susu no. Eboa pa.
And say aphrodisia.
Aphrodisia, natural aphrodisia. It make say mentam ho no obia ni sisi mo abu obia.
Emu be ye den.
And a sound will nutrients ahodo a eboa ni pedua no. E ma body ni ye kama papa.
Aye watermelon no.
Watermelon ai.
Tina no kan fuma me say mentandi.
Na tedi. Ititu na ba no.
Na so batampa na wagye ne show so pa ne. Hey! Nam se mami, ebe ye dan ne yamfa ewutu senya enchew.
Na woni de sa no English word bi. Yes say, hey, honorable how kumsi. Oyo batampo. Anaze obatampa how kumsi. Oyo batampo. Na betimi anchiraze.
Me fa ko English.
Dabi. Me ba mesa betsa. Oh, honorable how kumsi.
Maybe how kumsi oyo batampo.
Is indeed,
yeah,
honorable
phenomenon.
Can you bomb?
Phenomenon.
Honorable Mavis Howard Kumsin is indeed honorable Mavis Howard Kumsin. Aya brofo.
Yeah.
Me ba chirase.
Extraordinary.
Oba chirase.
Phenomenon.
De oba chirase. Say, mo famra mo mo te brofo no. Honorable Mavis Howard Kumsin is indeed. Honorable Mavis
Howard Kumsin. Obatampa Mavis Howard Kumsin. Ampara. Oye Obatampa Mavis Howard Kumsin.
Ase nyina ni din ne honam se. So
yes.
Honorable Mavis Howard Kumsin is indeed Honorable Mavis Howard Kumsin.
And in fact, Ewutu Senya is Howard Kumsin, and Howard Kumsin is Ewutu Senya. East.
Ye nyan kanfo ni nwie sen kanfo nti na bedu
na bata simbio se o ba na me ko ni sei
watermelon na so
azuzu na what you chopper as a slice of manzayon nana
ka nyina wodi be 5 bia
mram ka tro
ona wo bia wo bia cha wana fe hey tan ya bo wu aja nana me kwa
nana kobra
Jacob Kubi anwofe ye central ni otum krama o KFM me mo acha no pay
Wafa me diso
na boko de
ma fem we de boko na so ka so ewutu senya isa se yeni enchada engisa
na ma me hwe ade ba ko na se mienu yese eja edan abuagu nipa bi so yemfa no hya se le ba ne sen
yo wafa se na odi ka kan sa fefe ne tie eye memre da ewiem ho aba ya bo be se wana ekobo turo ene nya ne tie se edan abrosa eto afo miensa I work as a new market. I know a vocational school be a walk home. Nkwala omoji adisiamu ewo hono omodo sopa yi ma omo nyina so ema na dance for ene ejuma for mo wo ho mo a me ko ho mo me ni omo ekasa kire mu se bia omo ye sa story building na bebia nsuo kwan mu ene omo fele nti abe omo fele na kasa no adisia ewo mantemu ha ekire mu se mame baby, all failure about the sea a day. In so quiet, my Jamahina, and so to a honor efa edico, and failure home and Sisa Dino Ewo. So what can I say? Baby, always a samawa, baby before floor. School run ain't he? And Ra. Area bear 1 to 2 more hono, and a moy say Edmanase. Now, Edmano or Moya Ewo Hono, Lebra Fono, a school for Nankasankasa, a school for one of my for the Mabasa Mumbedin to Tiano, or one of Mosansi Lebra, Edema, a Edma for a war homono. Now, and Rano, one of no Moya Edma, Ewo Homonina, a bear said 19, and not Omo or. Now, they're not a woman you. Almost see a dino as here. No school at the Manquala Umbesia Ade womb, and who is a more daughter, no must see the tofu menu. Almost see the tofu menu, no. I say, almost pay baby, I'm by a family hall, into no more powerful at their call a throw. And almost see pillars, I can say they can, the a war or hormone that I know. And I know almost also is a family hall, dear see in Finfi, na and no I at the tofu and I. Now, bro, almost in a obinim dear a buyer. And I am a carpenter near no one for now all but extension or team from fee and throw home and about from Sank or Befad. Preocupa and the mutis say, Danny Boo, one more bet to me gun in a one or more kind of dear, Omoka, Homoma, a dino, a boo, a duomoso. Many will say, I deceive for a more for a dear maba, a yes, Kumiso Mubambesia, there are Neo Madame Labor for a Mubaka Kumiansa, our Moya Emma, Crana. Omashe omonkwa omubode manka aje kra afa carpenter ni ana na owo eyesro ho a osi ba fomu ho no so ono so meni wo ka se edani bugu no so no ono so ahwe ne nkwa de tonso miesa ne ye jumaefo ene school fo ne wonka ho omo ho nyina omo so emu ba ku 15 ena meni wo ka se omo prepare mu ye dia omo gu eye aban ayar sabia wo mother in charge ka so a omo so omo ji ayarhwe afa nsu no eye police for more so any fire service also ebe pie mu eye enra e ma omo boa ma omo tumi yi adehia no ekopie mu wo eye ayaresabia ho meni wo ka say die sisi abebia edan ne bu ye e wo ka so new market ho mu no bibia enkoso e wo ho ne mo adehia no ha no e no mo ra ho pa yi
e ho no wo se na ye afrom e na maame no school wa no e be fail ho
Okay.
sa one omo na omo ye ejuma wo ho no and rather Saturday no bakwa ye ne kasa kire mu se ono ka wono mu ye eduma no ho na ye memre da no wambantem enti no mu obedu ho no e no mo pam no se omo mane enye eduma ni bium enti onko fi enti ono ko ye no enipa fofra ye fa hye ono nanan no ono so minu ka se ono se pra na de wo ni obe ye fa na eduma no ofosro no ko hu se kabinde ni owo sro ho mo no mpobo o hye ediye eduma no enye pobo a ye hye ediye eduma nto ye ni se o kofie na wakofa foforo na ode abre eye kapinteni no manache nto no so se fi sro ho mo bedu eye ase ho mo na edan no eguye ono so epra kakraba enye de emuye din na mo de na ono aka ejuma no ho a oba ya pamo na edan ntokwa mo kunwe ya onu free eho mo ekoye no onu nenum asem na ye di tujai afensu no obe hwe bebia edan ni si a enya obi na be ka kira opo se no omafele ampa manjemu ho nyina so no wono mo ho nkire mu a sensoto ewo mantemu ho a oho na ye be hia wo na fe de apene kwan e de akọ na obi nim de oton ho omama me no abe ofele no omo kan bia so no wa onim Ghana ase ahode no ewo soro e che mantemu ofo no nto nya kwan efele ya na bi da me no ka sei eda no ebu ede egu foma ekum krofo enan afoforo nso eprapra mu ye de a omogo eye mother in charge hospital omoje ayarhwe
na oma chene de
Bidebi minu ka say there abra asem si gidigidi no obi ehu bibia ofae say yenim so no so kan omo pra no ho de a say de yentumi enchiraji anapa we say ye ko hospital a ebetumi a say Sunday no Saturday no na ye eniwachi so hyehyehye into no obi a ayewan na sabre na kasa kura no say ade a oyi nenim a anka wufo na eba school mu hom no anka wanhwe a ombedi ni nya papa say awufo ni kiremu a omu nim da so omoma na mo de mo abegu school mo so omo mbra ye omasua ade no omo adane labor afo a amu na omo ye ejuma ede ama eye maame no enu ekoba ne sa no honorable maybe ta akunsin ene MC Anita Obolob omo bepie mu ewo hom a omo bu ama ambulance dudu na bepie mu wo hom omo sesa nkofo no ko ayansabia enu Saturday na odi echi ekọ ye mother in child hospital home a ohwe ma wona ebrafo no omo atomo afensi no bebi asemneti na kasa no ono ne security for ne one on ka bia wo mu no abomoden age ho nyina se ema obia enko ho enu adan so osan ko ho ekohwe ebrafo no
na ejanso ato yesi market nim bi wo and so want some to say
yo we dey eni etire ni nyina mo bo nhwenim kasa new market home a and we ye enra anapa bra ya bo be say anapa 7 ene ye chi say eja ato kasa new market abra mi de emika kopie mu wo ho no na wo fa enya achenkuma oho mo asipoto eja say cost be bakbako 80 ena eja atom na one of mo hwe eja no so ewo ho no security for baako o chire mu say omo de say na omo security ejuma na ta omo ne na adechi a omo ne nem ewia omo ne nem enyimre omo ne nem ide ye no anapa no omo sorry na omo normal duties omo ne nam market no hwe say obi anfa ne sankoka obi eniama ewo market mu ho pe ko pe na omo ti say bibi agi boom na ejiye no no mu fi se bia ka kete bi na enam kwan so a ne tai apai anase bia wona mu ka so new market home no omo ka so ni bi tai na apai.
Hello Jacob
yeah mama yes sir
atwaso
omu se ewusie efi store no mu ADP nto mu di emika kopie mu wo ho mo yo magin se anko mu pese mu booster nani na mo hwe so metimi edum eja na mo hu de si na bibia santaji boom bi ntino obi asosoro ne nkwa na mu ko mo echi omu ya na ascending to another shop a ebe maame no and almost shall say some more fire service, and we almost boss fire service force one say 81 hours 30 minutes no more be PMO and homo and we are so bored when they bought a fire service for no and the Marcasa yes I'm to me do me ejano almost to me I brought fire service for be do homo no now a stores back 80 and a eja atom
stores mako 80
yes stores back 80 what say ejano I'm born a bear say 8 feet. And I'm matching say Edama addition, a bit more 12 feet, a bit more 8 feet, a bit 7 feet. So no do back by 80 and a jar atoma action.
Wow. First is want to me who Ade Ama Jana by own.
Good. You may not say the almost me who near Potty and Namswa, a Ejano Ebae, say a gas. Before from me now baby I didn't say free of Mokrano a honor light ni a stores me or a honor do no almost to me to say I want to bring a light and I'm a jato or say baby a shot free no light any home and no one the opinion or know that a janano and marketing it but the Enyaba almost fire service for nobody this about to eja but any menu no kokobo ma eye wono mo adwamu ho ne se o mechiro mo a se bia wo nua bibia enfi eye eduane no ho enko on ka so koto pa ade wa haba bibi se betumi esi afenso so wo yɛ de tɔni bi anaso bi so wo store mu ne so wo kofia bibi bi ayɛ ayon anaso bi a egya ho nema bi ano bomodin na dundun bibia ansa na wafiri edwamu ho e de akɔ afenso kokɔbɔ ɛtɔ so miɛnsa de ma wɔn a mo twitwi bi no ọmọ mo chi dot any we ẹyẹ boys no mo nam ẹyẹ egya ne down hɔ mo ni nyina ne sɛ ọmọ abɔ mo de apamo mo nyina ọmọ pamo mo na mo aba ọmọ pamo mo na mo aba ba we de kokɔbɔ na ɔde mo ɔsra mo sɛ wobɛtwitwi wii no wie na sɛ ɔkɔ a bɔ mmɔden sɛ wii na wanom awie no wobɛdum no fikɔ ansa na woafiri hɔ sɛ yɛgya to nso na wobɛsii yɛ nso a bɔ mmɔden sɛ wobɛdum no ansa na woafiri hɔ na sɛ woanyɛ ne sa na
wii deɛ sɛ wiifoɔ no wɔn no ɛka piisi koraa no a ɛhye ne koraa a wɔbɔ ne nyinaa wie o
ɛnyɛ ɔmo nyinaa sɛ ɛyɛ ɔmo paase
passing no okay
she says she was no she moment to me the motor phone
okay na mama ntwa ade we you posifoɔ ɛne fire service foɔ no wɔn ma hwehwɛm ahu sɛ bia problem no pa ha na fi
me ni o ka say o fa na mi ka say omo tire mu a sisi afensa aba afensa mo koyo mo hwehwɛ mu na omo de abeto mpenifo anim na no na ekoba ne sa no na otumi se ade hye wodwo mo mo ra ho pa ye especially omo mo nema no ahye no na omo hye ase se omo sun ye papa no na honorable maybe tawa kunsin ene MC no eda ka so a wuti senya isa no honorable Anita Obolov omo de toje de fo nya nim se omo sra omo se aba omo nka omo akoma entu omo yem enya easy sa so obenya sikapo ede abeji eja na enkanta nyema ewo mu ni nyina ebehye nze omo ere honorable maybe sa kunsin ene MC ni ka kire omo se omo sra omo a obi anka na akoma entu omo yo omo behwe ne omo betumi aye bia ede afọ omo asen na de omo ahwiriwe omo betumi anso omo asen na omo tumi esi even so omo tumi esi omo dadam mprapo a bebi bia mbe ya ebe ma omo ho ahinha mo enim ya de omo bebo mode na omo aye nje nrada no de even honorable maybe sa okuso obedu ono tumi se wofa ne ra ho papa ne ra ho je se ntumi nkasampo na waka se dempo enesi ye nje no gina ho de ne sa to nibo owo another opportunity obekata onu kwa ne stores na ase no eje se ena ha ne pa yi enti ade se de omudi to jedifo ni nim ni se omu ka omu akoma entum ye den a omu bebo omu ema ne esi ombetumi afa no na oka ta wie no ade sia na omu ne ma se no omu kire mu a omu gidi e san se obepie mu ewo kasa new market won nkem wo ha na enche ye be se last year mu omu eja to ma stores be se baako 16 essay adisiafo niama wono moto pure water niama si duribe na me ni wokate honorable maybe sa kunsi the containers ehye ni nyina no we replace ama obia ewo ho machines ewo mu telephone machines no wato ni nyina de amomo wono moto pure water omo fridges ewo ho mu nyina no wa ma omo nyina ma sensi omo dade mu omo ahye omo djuma sensi no omo na omo niama na ahye no omo chirima omo wodidie wa aka no obeye nemom omo mbo mode no mo mboa ezedifo no na omo ha omo esanse sa ofi ka so na se bia odi weni kire new market ni mu a ura market ni mu a market no akwanya dide mu nyina no sisi ano omo esi stores nkete ende se bibiba ti se ja sisi biba na se fire service for ba omo brepa ansa na omo tumi ewra ejenum abra omo si eja no omo si ni kes omo ja yakwan akese se ne be ya fire service for no omo betumi afem eza abra omo si eja na kasa no omo ba be test na kasa na mi gina hobi fire service for no de omo tenda no ebe fifa mu omo de ne nemu eze na me no ka se omo ntumi enfo omo tenda se na enfem eza se ye si stop nkete wo mu a ema odum ja fo na kasa no so omo ba edwane mu a omo brepa
Jacob meda wase anopɛ
yo
mesme da sepa yen semtro ni Jacob Kubi our friend the NNA train come K101.7 so in the Mipacho latest form your partner for life mattress papa the latest form for and now one more na our king size queen size double 1.5 need the cake on your students mattress pillows ni na obi and penini kitwa na eda latest form so a kunini atitru one da so bi ye ne wo for me e da so bi e san say papa e ma spine problem ni sa ne ma no na we ye no so free ho a latest form for ye say ade ba ko enwanwa pa e furniture nkonya ye 1 seater 2 seater 3 seater 4 seater 5 seater and ye keka ho nyina ebi bo modern bra na furniture akonya bi a wo pe no size bi abenya bi color bi abenya bi design bi abenya bi latest form no age so your partner for life ba furniture ankonya yenso yedi muntintiman latest form for introduce MDF bed wardrobe side drawers coffee table center tables and the keka ho nyina ebi tumirika ne bra na beje wo de koyen showrooms across the country latest form for yenye online business ukodu showrooms wo bia bomidin o mbe your fine kaje kase na semembra number ni 0302 2311 55 to 62 0302 23 11 55 to 62 and 0322 00 84 99 0322 00 84 99 latest phone your partner for life okay 101.7 so any beba mo chow bills microcredit semen kan kire wo se obi a wutie mi bia wutie okay fm bia we adwuma business na wo pesika tremu no me pa chow bra bills microcredit ho obema usika ebosia ma ade akotre adwuma num nsi hu no interest ne kakra bi o ma bre tenten na wo de atua nti na ho ahare pa na bills microcredit no obi basese omo wei omo anana ye frɛ wo omo quick credit no ana sese omo ba ye bills microcredit quick credit for na ba ye bills microcredit nti hye no so se de bra ye be ma abosia ama ade akotre wadwuma mu na bibia ay kama pa ade ama wo bills microcredit is financing your needs okay 101.7 so ni me bo mama ne se enche ye ne yewura Dennis Miracle aboaje ebetena se na ya twetwe enkomo make say wadru studio da ye enche enkomo ba hye so enti onua kan che onua wo ye honorable Dennis Miracle aboaje oye spokesperson communication director Edma Yewura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia auto franka ama MPP amanyuko no ne campaign team enti hye so na ye de komo ba hye so sesia na me ba cho telisa more money promo no enie eso aye de aye kama telisa more money promo no aye de aye kama na no sei obi hafo aye goals no area ho wodi 30,000 na no madina obi so di 30,000 weekly draws na tell say more money promo ni no na grand prize ne de 1 million Ghana cedis e betime ye de many pa ba ko e betime ye wo dia betime ye media simply reload mobile no use tell say cash wallet na ye part of daily and weekly draws no e bra betime win up to 30 Ghana cedis every week to data and airtime use tell say cash wallet na double chances make payments into your fixed broadband and so my chance to be the next millionaire. The more I reload, the more now chances in air kese. Tell you some more money promo. So also Roma a free. Dial star 500 hash. Let's send the win. Echo 500 and now this tell you play up. Now I said promo is regulated by NLE on the Caritas Lottery platform. And also ubehunu life for terms and conditions apply. Telecel connecting energies. Okay, 101.7 so any na Mira nana
Akwa kaswa new market.
I'm kaswa new market.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
Traffic and show.
Debi.
Ulu chance no dwane.
Me gidi.
Nana question now we are saying ka Dennis ba mi misa no. I'm say on am say o you good student.
Augusto.
Nti onim kwese ne kwanza no oba.
Wanza.
Enti oba ya no ansa ye. Na mditi. Enda na de aka ne ye wo dia.
I blow. Eyi. Bara bi e ka so o mo ntro krata. Emfa nkoma wo mo uncle. Se o mo hia we. Na akwara ba ko. Ye ka se mo start work no. What you?
People dey in one draw.
People dey in on draw. Ana teacher no ba na chen was hey. Obi asha se on sha se. Smart na ask question na ye den. Was draw krata come our uncle. Say we nya niam we provisions we nya. Mo say me uncle on na tikwan why watch my school. Let me draw krata be.
Do here bia na no anse wo ko no.
O pa ma me so de ko na.
I'm going to be a mudo.
I
mudo pa.
Myself,
yeah, me did way. Nana said, now myself put me to a teacher number 2/10. I know as I say.
Someone describe who you.
No one moves.
Now, when my
teacher didn't move, wow.
When my dear, a problem. Yes, Aqualan will nimu. Barbara for construction.
And
that was the problem.
Yes,
enti se kane wono ubeba na nkwara na fail bebreba o ready but on tiase comprehension in you
serious me kai me fi latte fro se ma me be fa me ko Swiss Sweden International School na ho no
me be that Switzerland do
what is that gas Swiss me Switzerland
me be that Switzerland do
na say ho no
what about you
I want India to break
oh no me chira de na kwa ba kumbusa nse wo ko school he no say Oklams
hey
I beat me Oklams na say 4 years say o say O for Ofuanse
why
K for Kokobe L for local A for authority M for middle
and S school
na say TS o say Oklams
so we no o za ba ku bi kra o za na ring road a Swiss bi o
Swiss German no ba
first look at me the no energy fast so ba Swiss no in fact yeah time it was one of the best basic schools in Ghana satam na sa presidential award bi na na afibia no ye beji ni nyina
hey
na uni me feel like a fresh na me ko ho no brofo no mfa say like a local boy it no your class out teacher no cha dey go say any brilete they kalate it ya ken no ba no so the exams o
wow
say wo church mu say no so yete ndem it ya try be twa na me ko do Swiss na ya trouble boda no nyina no speaking of vernacular
sa de na say
say be 2 years na me ninkomo 2 years o
on pen one
be 2 years says no speaking of vernacular it mean ko din komo kra na makoka vernacular na brofo no so ka wano duduru eti ye bon komo wa class kana po bibia ka je say wo twen I yes I'm going to but do be 30 year na just afa oh yes e fast so they are now the street no combine here obi
but nani e dey identity ken aye nkwa ni bi so ye hwehwe ni po mu ze wuntumi nka brofo a omo sheda pa no mo de tokwa
ene nkomo e de be show
abi aba be sew
nkomo e de be show
titu ni tokwa ni because ko madam ho a obi abe kan case
and to obo wa gyan odi
ai no the senior yemo no na ye de no eye wo say written ora na enye
dabi ato
ebi wa repent mo wa be bopa o na say dey be ya wo be converting into nkodi no ezi ezasre be ba na afa ne mo say e be di nkomo ne
ene di
ne mo kama se
enya ne na eyi oh mi re fini din eyi oh comedian Clement woni akwa ku ye ya akwa madam akwa no dindindi madam I was standing there I was doing nothing he came and he hit me and I fell and madam said is it true hey me you this boy
hey me
you know we dey agree when you some keke we go to me anka wase mu
mesa kwa ye me bi ma but mesa kwa be a obi am chia winim ya nkofo be side no wase me na minima de odem me mo mpaye na me bom mpaye na duru be na lock ye no Everybody supply me words.
I won't buy you.
I'm the MD of you. Most of them more. Mimi Kobana lock up. Come on. Mummy, I'm saying supply me words. Well, yeah, Belvedin combo, Nedia Fa, Manifesto. Na enran so no yewura Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia wo friends am trofo na woni yesu me yebusebusa ne kosa solid 4 hours na yewura Dennis Miracle Abuaje woni so honorable
DC
yes
What's them see that me makase ya honorable na my fanka
sir
one the pressure bro
once honorable
eyi se bia ukoto fufuo no ne ade a ombeto so
le bi no class pressure say would ya to so na woto bi ma 4 or 5 other people then ya from na to wa na man ke ye we be to so die o ba mo ya to so no na obi gira o che ti ya to so ya na utua ma no
na utua ma
ti am penisa ti am patriot miracles no na wo dey to pressure afi ukodu me kodu ekropon say ya wache ye wo kwa ho na me to wache afi o gira wa ha da fe say wo na bu de gira kwa wo to wache me pass am
mo pe wona bia
David to the munyin free so ma na me to me wache na me to me kuku
okay last week we a manifesto enra his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia a friends and 12 for say obia musa no question na for solid 4 hours obia busa na dey but even free manifesto no e dey na ma MPP manifesto that's so sing NDC there wom so launch no Saturday no
senior I think say from MPP perspective no me NDC there I am asem sa but from the MPP perspective no ye gidi say enfie wotwe atwe mu no enhyehyeye ene niam bia de atoto akwan mu amoman no dodo na esisi yi akoyie na dodo na so na aka enyansi yi enkoyie nti ofa ya manifesto ya ye de ato abontin ya obehu say the first 2 chapters of your manifesto no eka dia ye babeto ye ene dia yetumi aye ye ka dia yetumi aye wi a na fe de yakọ ye commitment ana ye koye nim no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eni suade hu da eso a owo ema oman no na ye 2024 manifesto no de man ye strong ko ne say ye de manifesto no esi enan ana say foundation bia na enkane no na ye nyanya wo man we mu nti manifesto no hwe niam a ye no aye di say asoman no etumi sisi yie no na ya kire kwa ye befa so ye bebo ho ban ye wia e ya hwe de aka ye ntumi ye no so de na sese ye na yetumi etumi edekoye nim for example senior minu nyina be ya dwen say oman we ade ba ko for a very long time na edi yenya eye homesua honsem apomode honsem yen road infrastructure nenumpo menka road nko a mede transport infrastructure inti road ka ho railways ka ho marine anansuo so eka ho ene aviation wuwia enwuma nsem nso eyade bako a na high adwe. Into the biggest question is that for the past 8 years no na saying na na sanema we isiti na DNA to me aye
and about research my impact before and after.
And that is why Mimi Gidi say about where kwakotu you know after all the shades are be true propaganda ye be ye kasentia won say politics there senator de bia wo say obi dingu ne ho fie boawo because I no man ye tie no kra de o tie no mfa na dwen den emma no but I am thinking that beyond saniama we nyina no say san so back na ebisa ye ho say Ghana nsɛm no sɛn netie na hwan ene ye gidi sɛ afie na ye da ye nim no obetumi pia yɛn akɔ yɛ nim no kra ne sɛ there is no point in the life of any country a dia ɔman ne penyina ɔmotumi ayɛ ɛno nti na neme no ka sɛ even almighty America kro mo kɔto aba November ba ɔmo gu so kyerɛ nneɛma ɔmo ba ɔmo bɛyɛ and saa nneɛma na ɔmo ka no ɛnyɛ different from nneɛma yɛ ka ho asɛm the central theme of every state ɛyɛ the same ɔkɔ America ɔmo campaign na Kamala Harris ɛne Trump yɛ no housing ɛdi mu akoten jobs ɛdi mu akoten health ɛdi mu akoten businesses ɛdi mu akoten in fact for a very long time in the history of your friend is saying America in these elections they are discussing road infrastructure.
America?
Yes, to the extent that Kamala Harris is speaking about intervention or the better kwemu in rehabilitating and improving road networks.
Because now some will be pa me kofa Queens Albany ho tutu.
Yeah. Enti obia obema yadwen se ye kwakoto aba na wo aban mu enti woni ho kwan se obaba ka che me se me ba me yesi no the person is missing the point and that's why I keep asking the enti a ye kokoto aba ne se ye won pempen su bi a ye behia kende ni bi na wahwe ne ma bi aye ama yen eno nkyere se dia nanka pese ye nyina ye nsaka enu nti na in the year 2004 omampeni kufo no your mampeni enso obekaya all elections no or say so far so good okay senior that was his 2004 so far so good that was omampeni kufo meaning say it was fair say baby say now your mampeni and now sanko and I'm kwan so say ka say ye nto ba na aba be ade na dey was ba be no nye it's simply because you were 4 years for a buy no say on fan hyehyɛ niema sɛ wo pew sɛ wo mpew ɛnyɛ niema wo pɛ sɛ wo yɛ nyinaa na obetuma na within 4 years nti dia wo yɛ ne sɛ 4 years ne so a na wahwɛ mpɛmpɛn so a yaba bedru no na we bisa wo sɛ bebi a yɛ gina nei no 4 years ɛda yɛ nim no deɛ na ebetumi asan so ayɛ that is why offer manifesto now you realize that Manifesto no class still doesn't fix all our issues forever and ever. Because any idea of it manifesto will fix your problems in either day. Amaye. Into manifesto when so ebe ye biaka baby ye wonum. Na ye could do 2028 in so ya shall say pen so ben ya babedru. Baby ye drew you know and fear na ye day anymore. DNA bit to ye day. Aye. And that is why this manifesto says that between the year 2017 ebepem 2020 senior obia bedia dance say or my way in terms of your economic growth it was without question baby ebe for minor in the year 2017 GDP inflation exchange rate reserves every aspect of our economy improved drastically between 2017 to 2020 and no echinje bie ne ho eso say ye pew say ye mpew ye bedu 2020 no ye benya akwanhie bi na etode bi asem ameka ne say bia wodwen say bia eye excuse a aban we use a na we bisa wo say okay oman bi wo ho a ono so ekotru sa akwanhie ne mu ana oman bi ani ho de a let's say excuse but oman bi wo ho de a and your bed say obetumi aka say excuse then we quickly look around senior there is not a single country in the world we are say afane ba company who yebeka say neme no ka say on go through economic struggles and nti all place obey no afrim UK today me no ka say up to now the United Kingdom is still struggling to get out of the economic crisis
niam na bi o kra na like Costco as danum ne ade o to a yamount to two. Yeah.
Oh, at some point, Germany, at some point last year, almost short some any oil. At some point. Yeah. In fact, Obekaya 2022, it's an economic crisis in the UK. Almost change your prime ministers, I think twice or 3 times within 6 months. because of this. Emma yanka say enu abema kro benya exchequer position yi kwesi kwate. Edu baby kra no. Ekofa problem e pam no because yes ade na oye no hu so. Emma the prime minister so ye den ekoy. Inti oman bia true. United States senior me no ka say omo do 40% high inflation. Omo e say 40-year high inflation omo hu bida. In the last 40 years, omo share inflation akosho to that level da. Inti clearly no the world is going through a lot. I was being told about 2 weeks ago say oko China container na be $1,000, $2,000. Ebi work na $1,500. I say then I'm $7,500. Any $8,500. Nansi emu sa kana ya ship yi femu na de ba Africa yi. E friend say Israel for ne Hamas for instance minti e ho tension ba ho nti say containers ifi abuchimemu China ne yare na ba entumi mfa saa e ho no emma nti e konwan kwan tententin nti e ma freight cost e kosoro. What it means is that e be affecting yama na ye den ye fefi abrochi no e demu ha niema e wo ha ye use yi emu be 80% megidi se fi Turkey edu baby no Turkey inflation e koya kodu 80%. Nti se wokoto microphone yi fi Turkey $100 a month before na de buy ya o se yakoto bi ma akọ $180 e ka no ye de be ma consumer no e wo my way mu. Nti se ye pew se ye mpew e yo ha ni abebresa ni akwanhia ye ba be hia ye be no nkyere se wo ya aban na wo hia sa akwanhia na wo beto nsa akọ wiem na waka se mabre mintumi ye ho hwe nti de ampe bi amonye enu nti ena efi 2020 ho a bepem nei aban we ya dane ni oman kakranka to make sure say in spite of the difficulties no ye betu ye magana ni ho ahenhan no senior okwa amayaman foforo so a enda fam kra o Nigeria hey when you say Nigeria they've been protesting for the last 1 month. You are aware?
Yeah.
In the northern part of Nigeria, they've been protesting for the last 1 month. In fact, Nigeria, they are breaking into supermarkets and the malls and the shops. Okay, say Nigeria, somewhere last year, now almost the sika. I don't know if you recall.
Yeah.
They were buying money with money. Nigeria. Edu baby now kweti ya ma unye sika nyi. Nti obi kreska. Odo de na mana. No so de. Ite bia o ma no 1,000 no ma 800. So ati asiye. Dollar e won Nigeria and na upe bi kra we den. Anya. Nti we really need to understand say a lot of countries are going through a lot of crisis. And for us as a country no, say nya politics pa na ye ba be ye. Na enye say bia mijina ha pa dia senior. I can tell you without any shadow of doubt say in all humility say ye nya ban papa. Wohwe kwan in the midst of crisis. Nesefo ye tuo moka. Teacherfo ye tuo moka. In the midst of crisis ye fa nesefo adwumem, ye fa teacherfo adwumem.
And this for say. Mo sheda. Mo nim sa ka be 3 months me abeto aba. Mo si ye fa ni 15,000. Na mo fa mo wi a na mo ntimi ntua mo kante o mo de o mo nko o mo mien fa o mo ba betua ka afem pese mo de nya vote
sina wo say NDC for no typically nankasa no election we aye dia mo nti nsem ni bi wo mo kan hu ne tie hu ne nan sina unim say no government in the history of the Fourth Republic has recruited nurses, doctors and health professionals within 8 years than the MPP has done. So 15,000 o mo kan no and no kwani recruitment in the last 8 years ana.
Oh there be.
Yeah ba ben mu no. Na nurse fo atifie. Bacho tie ni o. Nurse fo atifie a NDC fo anform 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. In fact, let me put it on record. For the entire 4 years of former President Mahama presidency no. Nurse fo awie school nyina under his presidency nyina wan fa ba kompo. In the year 2019, yeah recruitment the finance for no you conform from 2013 2014 2015 and 2016
because there was a freeze on employment.
Exactly. No me chinye ni ho.
Okay.
Chinye bi ni ho. It's true. Nampenso no there was a freeze on public sector employment. especially teachers, nurses, and the care count. I know there's no doubt about that. But that should tell you, say, so Baba catcher will say, yeah, Kotwaba, 18 a year for nurse for 15,000. Now, be someone say, nurse for the door na yafa in the past 8 years, you know. And no, how do you account for that? Now, we are aware, say, you see, NDC, I can open the letter and read to you. November 2016, aka 2 weeks ago to Abano, omo finance for a my way. Omo release, in fact, omo release financial clearance, omo the recruiting nurse for. Now what happened is that because it was so close to the elections, omo to me recruitment in a year, and they got to Aba. Ya to Aba year omo lusu December muno, no more finance for. You omo lusu elections no December muno, no more finance for. You see, when it's time for serious business. See the men say possible. Around you is omo ye. Now referee say 13th for say 18th December and almost signing a friend is saying contract to the box site and man Crawford. Even on the 6th of January 2017, and this is for a signing contracts. There's nothing wrong with that because until somebody hand you over a Viano or Independence Square, now new president and I swear autono, una year president. There's nothing wrong with that. And see, what is the big deal? If a buying our finance for any teacher for seeing Obiano. Or say finance for any teacher for inti anya bia yenya financial clearance ye betumi finance for no yenka say about 20 yen fa omo ye bejo matene fie to say na wuja omo tene 4 years na and the fact of the matter is say in spite of the crisis senior there is not a single public sector employee obeka church bosumi aso abaye ntumi ntuaneka. In fact, even in the crisis we are increasing public sector salaries even in the crisis. Okay, say somewhere in 2015, what's it? But you say?
So recent year, I'm saying 23%.
23 to 25%. Okay, say under the NDC when they encountered crisis, almost the 3 months pay policy be by. Senior, you can't blame them because the economy was struggling. So the easiest way for them was to cut corners. Into what was happening, they say, "Tija did I have no? Oh yeah, about 1 year, 1 year." I buy say even though why 1 year no. Nkese metu aka 12 months ba miniska intimate you at 3 months nurse ni oye adwuma 1 year yes miniska intimate you at 3 months normal friend pay a friend is saying 3 months pay policy but we haven't seen that under this government. In fact 2020 crisis in buy no it's under the friend is saying health crisis in Inti. Abai was forced to employ a lot more nurses at that time and introduce additional allowances and incentives at that time to ensure that we protect the lives of this country. And then we can say senior 5 million Ghana Fomba over 5 million and a senior high school education more a buying or minor etium honka free. Maminka Semitro, Bra Kwame, every 2017 Bepemune, a buying a spending over 129 billion on free senior high school. 129 billion on free senior high school. You triple the amount of money we spend on senior high school from 6 billion a year to 18 billion every year.
But so what here his excellency John Dramani Mahama on free senior high school. Oba expand the infrastructure beba enrollment in the cost. Nempo or the about private schools. Nina obe enroll no nina I keep saying this. They be the same way. Sure. Say obi be catch us me ba. Me ye see amowa. Me any problem. At the end I say your Ghana your problems na the same. It is solutions no normally similar. Me how am me wo e former president when say yen tunte so to fam en sign fire teacher man yeden enfa e Ghana any nipa e ho ade 2008 wabra na free senior high school enyam be ye policy kra na ye ka ho asem keke kra no wona wo political party ye advert mako 46 etia policy na ye nyam ma yo say enya de papa. In fact Lee Okran, Minister for Education under the NDC, etna TV so can say free senior high school no enya possible nanka eyade ye betumi aye anka Kwame Nkrumah ye na Kwame Nkrumah ntumi aye ne de na nche ade betumi na even the Soviet Union kra entumi ama secondary education and ye free oka o TV so senior and the General Secretary of the NDC Fifi Kwete ekaye of fair press conference catch room say
free senior high school na ye promise no all lie be lie 419 policy senior NDC 4 year protest car kwan ho march ye band free education 419 free education 419 Omampeni Dada John Dramani Mahama ejina Ghana for nyina enim ka kire say I will not implement free senior high school education on the whimsical promises of a desperate politician. Ni twi ni say me sorry enye free senior high school because politician bi to say Akufo-Addo a ose chinchinachi say your mampeni promise. Senior, even after we brought free senior high school education, omo ka kire and say free senior high school education ebema the quality of education akofem. Nyame adom quality na ankofem. The performance of the free senior high school graduates, it is better than every WASSE resource we have seen in the past. When that resource also came out, the same former president Bekache Ghana for you say, oh, at the end of the crano, wiaye. Now, no teacher for the car bomu wiaye, and yes, sir, and come to me, yes, sir, resource no. Senior, and no, anything as over Bekache and say, all of a sudden, free senior high school that we go home fiaye, Sanya Mama Kake, afede ebusiafo montoma me na se montoma me a omo di ade ne bae no ko mahu ye omo na ade ne yom dai so no omo ehu ye omo ade ne yom ni so ade hu no omo ehu ye mi mu a be kaseti aye mi a me se mi ni gide wom mi a me se enye possible mi a me se mi wo 2 billion na me mfanhye mu no me metumi aye ni ye sen de ode ade ne bae no senior does it add up sebe o wadaro ma de enchi you but se ukasa se mu ekira oba 9-year-old kra we bisa se dada oh ho menkai say enye possible say yebe chinchim other aspect of free senior high school. There are so many other aspects of free senior high school we need to continuously improve. But whatever between the person who brought the policy and the person who spoke against the policy and fought it no ye ka say chusu ba ko na nya gidie wo ni mu say obetumi improve ya hwan na obefa na unim abakosem bi wo ho na menkai wo ade ba ko nti a Ghana fonje John Mahama any NDC ND his excellency any NDC ND on their promises no any okay national health insurance scheme
sure
a bra opampeni ko for the national health insurance scheme eba in 2003 no unim said their NDC for year free senior high school policy sa pepe no mo year national health insurance. In fact omo boycott the passage of the national health insurance in parliament. Omo say Ghana yendum pempenso a ye betumi afọ man sika etu obi a ho ayaresa ho ka. But for the record, we are aware say NDC PNDC and the health pay cash and carry by until the 1988 no. Now we are aware say Ghana ni entuya health ka e hospitals. So we are aware. It's the NDC na introduce cash and carry in our healthcare system in this country. Fast forward, omampeni kufo by you know say Ghana fo wu. Adentina say so obi to be yare e wo kuku a ayesu ano na ese ne sika onni nti na wewu owo ka obi anadwo desuo mu na wewu obi ti pai no onni sika ode be ko hospital immediately na wewu yentumi nchechire oman saa kwan no so nti se ne etie bia si ye ho chien si ye ho nchien si ye wo sika asoman si ye ni sika asoman apomuden ho nsam nko ade yentua ho ka yetua ne yesika nyina asakra enye hwe ino the national health insurance scheme ye den e baaye omugu national health insurance scheme hu fi e kan say tax NHI tax national health insurance tax mampeni ko for dia ba no e criminal
sa levy no
nti omo ma ho kwan e manemba omo baaye no betu mu. Now do you know what happened in 2008 ye koto oba na afede omo say afede health insurance no ababe ye crucial. Say we a political party na say one car health insurance no one say me ye pa there. There is no way I'll be winning elections because everybody was happy. In fact, till date, me jidi say ubi so bia wo my we mu so onka policy ba ko Ghana ha. Ghana ni bia ni jenwa a health insurance. Because eno na ma hie ni etutu mi e story kwaje apobodin. Enti now they realize that elections here are ding. You see a pekwen bi so na ye de ho better health insurance. So do you know what they did? Almost start here. Health insurance no kwa akofo we hu ye yen montoma yen sa premium na afi bia mutua e de renew health insurance no ye be no one time eti wo no utua sa premium no ba akopa untua biem kopem ta ma obewu
professor Mills penso
ai untua biem kopem ta ma obewu na yen na ebetumi aye ade ne yenti montoma yen ugidi se wo ye Ghana ni na otasa asemu ya onfa health insurance aba e de opomuden ho sem akoyie untua hwe afo obi abe promise o se o renewal na kra no memo otua ne ba akopɛ untua biem kopem ta ma obewu a so obedi afa Ghana fo gina no so eto Obama former president Mahama and former president Atamels NDC aban for 80 years omoba abemu they never mentioned anything about one-time premium health insurance. In fact, the only time omoka ho asem no the general secretary of Fifi Kwete fafo na Google Fifi Kwete on national health insurance e ka che Ghana for say sa promise bi na omode maye no it was overly ambitious and yet realistic. Intenya do mbetumi aye sambre no ne nya to aba momo awie ye ho hwe a enye muntaka honorable muntaka kama pressure ba omo so 2014-2015 no SEO mo relax 2016 by second quarter they implemented one time premium ye kokoto aba in 2016 they will never mention anything about one time premium you know mudi fi abemu the same game plan yen kasantia free senior high school yen gu ho fi yen to ho pe abato mbraso ade no ehia Ghana for pawo 5.7 million people senior it means that anya hwekra ya fa ne se busua bia de emienu kra over 2.5 million households 2.5 million households and are benefited from free senior high school. It is one of the most powerful political tools that any political party can have. I'm telling you, do not play with the free senior high school policy. Whether osikeni ana ohieni, the fact that woba ebeko school ofa ne baga na oko school sikana ankempo wo de bebeko tua ne school fees no utumi the top provisions ni biye den eka homa no ana ne mpabwe bi owo no sempo wo ye sikeni a anka beto shoe ba kwa mana utumi nya sa sika no eto mienu no. Don't play with such a policy. Free senior high school the only policy a create equity among the poor and the rich to dream and believe say they can be anything they want to be in this world. Me, I know what I'm talking about. And you can see I'm getting emotional. So what's in a classroom? And my teacher near back classroom, I bet pam with classroom there. But free senior high school.
You do exam time and we share that list never.
I'm telling you. Now a doom spirit, a come soon. There was training to be free with him. Now, what prepare for exams, no? A son is a dear who shows a best back class in tea. They are all kind of crampono and co with him. Now, be a say, Metsi Okwapman School Assembly Hall. Nekasia pa. Na yasha ya hone ye true exams. Na beza. Na o trodi na na o hwe gates. O trodi na na o hwe gates. Na when you tria say beza e wura how. Na okra sheet of paper. Na wafo akogina stage na so. Ni eba be frel. Na wo gira ho saa ni abeto book nim. Na wo di bezechi. Nothing kills the spirit of a young child than that. Nothing. Eti say o sorry na wo hu say obi a good free senior high school hu fia. No ntia se. Let me also tell you another thing that free senior high school does. And na metia me no kase yi. A me kweku aboaje me feel late. Me to be gina stage so. Na me gina vice president of the Republic of Ghana ho. Na me to be moderating the program man no. Eye education. Because senior sa wo call late. Na wo ko ho baby me fi e wa abeje dia. Wo baby hu say se ye school. E na me nya opportunity a me call ya. Enka kwan ben na nka mefa so. Na me ne cantonment forma. Na me ne laboni forma. Etu me nya opportunity. Atena dan ba komu na me no medi nkomo. Why do you want to deny other children this opportunity? And I'm a living example of how a poor person's child, of how people who are vulnerable omomba and so betumi nya opportunity. Otherwise dem biom osikeni betumi awo ne ba. Ne ba na nko school kra obebi adwuma no de ne ba na yeden ato ano. Aden ye papa Kwame despite we be a piece of FM boa. Or when the banana nko school pa obetumi kan say nko school no pe bia be production assistant. Adwuma na ye beche no wesua. Na adwuma no no de ope e no ye e ma ne ba no meboa. Na me me papa ni bi me maame ye teacher eti se me no se me nya kwan anko school a edie na me de me bra eba beye na wako school senior na bibia yen ya se wo be ko school no wo be ko kwapman day 1 no untua school fees ne ye enti we wura school ni mo no ye ma wo chete ne kwa na wakodom na wakonya bebiada na wo tetete na wo nam denchi utumi ko shut down class saa
ayi Prempeh college crowd here obi a onim Prempeh college bia wo wura wa na beza office no left and assembly hall no right it wo ni amagu assembly hall nanim no wa wura ho I'm
telling you me say me go school me ko shut down class because this is strategy am mama if you are making use on say time ne be so a no ko apply for loan no if you GCB na ye process ye ma ye be school until first 1 week ne dey wo be try my process na koso onso ntumi ntra fie enti wo ne nam kwan ho e ready a no wa send am now they are kutua now what happens is that because we ntua ni am baby nda to the whole day now shut down class and na do 9 pm no wa besen boko no wa ko shedem na ye house master Mr. Debra Nyankopon fa ne crancy one ye lucky na Mr. Debra so mu a mba obetwa wo no asemi na metua fees no me na anya me na ese metua school fees no me ma me na deka na me no ye atwa me ma na se me ma me atumi abre ni moja eni abre ni moria eni abɔ me ho ka na nyame adom metumi anya metie didi ma wa bedu se ya me nke bi ma free senior high school ana because ayo bia no benya maame te se me maame na watumi atete ne ho to ma nyina ahwe me say what you say it is enya aban bi na sa aban ne say Ghana ni bia wo Ghana fa na nyina no se ne yetie bia se ne ye de o mind sika ye health e ma ye no ye besa de o mind sika aye education na anye hwe mpo no wo de ye ma wo opportunity se wo sai na wonim se wo na ye den wo sai no but wo katena fie dia na wantumi anko school esa na ohia dia enye wo fault ko ohia nti na wantumi anko ye nyin free kwa mu na won so tumi ko school ni bi ne ye hwe se wo betumi nya opportunity bi ewom na wetumi aye dia obeya ene se memete ha na ye di sankomo ya I will advocate on every occasion for both the poor and the rich because I know what it means to owe fees in school. NDC now realizes that Ghana for do na education free senior high school na tum. Nti yamfa ye ho andom a ye beto abeti ayen. Nti ade no ye di kaya kadada. Say ye ni gidie wom. In fact, one of the reasons why NDC focus say we will review free senior high school. Now you say they will cancel it. Almost say a review doesn't mean cancel no any. Ade no from history amedia mo nyina che say mun ni gidie wom meboa.
But now we betre mu.
Meba. Who the kind say ukura sika 2 billion kra won fan shim. Yeah, the 129 billion na shim. Enti wo that means you are not ready to even invest that much. O san so the kind say unjin this say free SHS no e say eyema obia. O say e say etumi ma ebi mo mbetumi tua ye den entua. They've said that. It is all by catch me say ube reviewer. Review. It doesn't necessarily mean cancel, but it means cancel as well. Review means that free SHS no a fee paying. The only thing free SHS does and they say be obi na nka obeza de be ma wo. Now they akofie na perpetua no. Obeza de sa be no ama aban e na aban ye den etua ma. That is the policy be nka ho. Free SHS policy no one no. It is a worker say ube reviewer. These are the things you are likely to do. 1. Bia oba review now person we na say wo de sika ni bi be den e be ka ho. It can be a review. Bi nso a oba obete so. It can also be a review.
And components no be yi
bi afim. It can also be a review. Bi kura so a oba obetumi aka say kwame am betumi tua. Nti onu ntua. Kwame Nkrumah Tikese don tumi ntua. Nti onu ye betua ma no. Obetumi aye no so meboa. Nti review can mean several things. But at the moment, you to me kasa oba cancel because of commenter when making no the kind of reviewer who envisage say you have said say you don't think everybody waka o man peni mama kasa onyi ni say say fees mo bia waka o say say bi mutua na bi muntua. So that is his belief. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia belief ne say uye hie no uye sikeni interest school fees ne ma oba aban asudie no. So there's a big difference between what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia believes on free SHS and what John Mahama also, His Excellency, also believes on free SHS. It is a catch of say what you say about Bichumwa. we are right based on what comment we make and we principle our on free senior high school. Number 2, senior. Esen is omo say Ghana for be free senior high school atumunti all of a sudden. Ye ba free SHS no kra omo mo de ba omo hu ye.
Se bia committee ni ko tena ase
no mo so men of.
Omo de niam egu akwamto hu say ye betimi expand.
That is what actually this election comes down to. This election comes down to the 2 individuals, former President Mahama and Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Why? Ene ye wo gidie e wo ono ene na ban mu. Eho ene ye ba behwe say musu ene mo ban no Senate ye. Die si anano nti ena Ghana fo nyi didie bia wo Dr. Mahama His Excellency mu no. Eye the same strategy. National Health Insurance no. Say omo committee no ko trust 2008 omo say health insurance na kasati ya na fe de Ghana fa jatum. Nti yen kan chom say be no one time premium ye be ni ye. Ye buy no ye. So man ye 8 years oman ye basata na enya to amomo we ye hwe yi. Nti enei se ye kasa mpenifo mi ni ye be yi ba ko based on sad we are. Why should anybody or why would anybody vote for the NDC knowing what they did to us in the past? Because on my back some kire say ya no mo ye abato obeso a ade na omo se omo ni gidie wo mu no no ma dane omo te say chameleon no mo say afede ye gidi wo de mo a no mo gya to nchen because they have no belief in it. If it is based on track record, see a two abano based on trust and sincerity there. Former President Mahama and Nabai, they have no basis to stand in front of us and tell us that we should vote for them. And you're very disrespectful. And you're very disrespectful on the part of the former president to tell teachers and nurses, say, Omontuabamano. Because school for no college or nursing and teachers, and here for mano, would your allowance free on him? Abba. I think
it was later restored.
No, they never restored it.
Okay.
Even to date, even today, still talking about it. They cancelled it. Almost one person in loan. They rather want to make it a loan to the extent that I say when Quentin and me if you are mobile 20 yami and come to yami. It's Argentina nurse in your nursing college and ne on to Abama. Oh dear, and now on was a Montomami because more allowance no. I buy so to 12 months, but them car 4 months on GI. As I'm okay now. Wo say what ye senior say what if you are when juma and they say we juma that for that Sebeka chess will sit Kwame and they no advert buy and shut down also. See, my next month we see kana kemono metu yama the end abefa because anya shekrampo no obetumi akọ Fidelity Bank and stand chat no aka chom say mama mo besi na me pay slip ni ye de meka obetumi ba father this waka che father say father wo de ma me introductory letter che say wo de meka na me fan koje bosia na me didi emfa shep meboa. So they are never the same. Cancelling and taking away my allowance and yet it is not the same as say abai tuya not de meka some months. It's identity necessary or two abamount based on the away man. No, there is no basis. Sure, senior, and you're very disrespectful on the part of the former president to tell medical doctors someone to abamano. When he looked them in the eyes and told them, say, compensation, all the doctors asked at that time, they say, Mr. Shamo, Mumma, your conditions of service, you know, and improve kakra. Do you know as someone catch on? Or Shomonim catch on say, he is not going to negotiate with them. In fact, based on some no catch doctors, you know, or call Botswana, was Rwanda. I think it was Rwanda. In the presence of foreign people, or catch on say, Mimi Krum, yes strikes. My catch on say, Mema be who strike when. My also join funu. Means so sekai. It's labor unrest means nothing to me. He looked in the eyes of the labor and told them this. And you're very disrespectful. For you to come back to them 4 months later and tell them say they should vote for you. It's disrespectful. It's painful. Former President Mahama, ojaye she esumu ke bi bomu. Unim di oyeye. Esumu ne ba ye no, okwa abrochire. Na okachire wiase afa na nyina say Ghana, ye nya crisis. Ye de sumu. Nti wa generator no, fa be fam yen. Generator no de ba wo de fa be si wo ye betua ne kakra ade no kra de wo de be si wo say we generate power no the power na wo generate no si ye use ye betua ka kwa mi teni ye and omo the generators bebre ba ye nti ye free bebre do you know what happens by the time I do 2016 no ne we generators bebre gu ho as a generators no e bro power kra ye hia so but ye what happened sika a ye de beto fuel sika a beto fuel egu generators ni mu no na ye ni bi enti we had so much power generation capacity, but we didn't have money to buy fuel to power these generators. Senior, for 4 years, 4 good years in the life of this country were left in darkness. We only
came and then oiled it.
Oh, but that is actually true. Obiani which in you now refer say your position no na de bia catch Ghana for say your energy crisis no financial. Yes, we are not disputing that. But senior meba say about free generator but they said anything. So that's what they did. In fact, one of the reasons why we are going through debt crisis, because a lot of the IPPs are signing, take or pay. Because generator they say me free generator they saying a strategy. The real problem for this country when it comes to energy, the ability to buy the fuel to power the energy. That is the problem. It's true. But for 4 years, the truth of the matter is that for 4 years, they could not buy fuel to power generators they have taken on credit to give us electricity. And you know what happens? Factories shut down. Media houses lay off workers. You laid off workers in this media house. Edu baby no for the first time in the history of this country, everybody turn that radio station upon because we're running on generator. In about 10-9 no upon. If we are kete ubetuni atu radio station biro na yeshi because someone is going better power. Adverts on bebo no more just cano. Companies need the adverts in the bebano. Companies also are struggling. Inti omo mebo advert inti enyuma guye nkrofo ekunu nim no omo yene maware guye because about 6 wapo adwuma ese okofie light ni fie inti wafa madam so no be 2-3 sakumo no ablekuma ena madina inti sakumo no light no that time na off 3 days inti 3 days ni kodi ablekuma na ablekuma light no off na madina de no ba na yakọ. That is am konfaware eguye offer no so you mention ball member sisi ya unse light ni fie nti. That is the situation. In Kofabusuafo eda theater bed so ye yom operation ni doom light. People's husbands, people's family died on the hospital bed. Ene oba be catch say yen to abamawa senior, it's very disrespectful. Ghana for emrantie catch yen say ye ni adwuma omampani ye pedwuma. What by mumpeni for catch almost or munkotwa grass. Rashid Pepu or say munkotwa grass na mumfa begu kwan ho na monton. E chere so a ye yete mountains no
mpanche na wi lucrative.
Yo okay no problem. But see enti ye koto aba for aban a otumi di nnwuma a e betumi sustainable ba. Any aban a o se ye ntwa nwan aduane mom no monton. I mean it's as simple as that. Osan ka chere say yen kom wura mu ni yen kose se bo mbegu kwan ho ni yen hyehye ebo embegu kwan ho ni yen hyehye ni yen ton enokre ejo misu ano obi o la tebie nim se tama na ye yesu ano ye business na ye pa ebo pai oba na mete ebo so ma pai pa na ma hyehye na wo hwe me tintin ye na ya you can imagine me tintin tama na me ye me class 3 sisi akwa me tintin yi na kete na mefu ebo na atwede na mefu na onim the only time me di emo ene te ya hye ebo no ye hye ebo na eno afini mu nyina tama be di emo ko efie no wo be di fufu anopa ewia na enwumre ne banku emo no de luxurious ye di ni Christmas iti da uti be ya obeton ebo a ye be hye no uji usika na akoto emo half cup iti mama ewo fufu no na wo de wo mo esiso iti sadan de ye shades nko a konko na obedi obi edi fufu na weti wo mo iti wo ba na ma hyehye ebo na mete so a ewo mountains a enyasem ketwa ye hye ne pan Lata Methodist Primary School na yesi ye no ye na ye pa ebo edisi school no so the eno so wo ho na mom senior millions of young Ghanaians no mo pa adwuma no omo nyina no mo kopa ebo omo nyina na nkopa ebo ye krom na bi ebo wa ye be pa ya minyi ni za Kwame Nkrumah wa ebo ho ye de at mountain so enti obi na nkopa ebo but that is the solution he brought to us. In fact, a drew baby or my way under former president. And I'm saying all of this is because strategy behind this for fun say about we are kokotuni you were close to some 3 million voters here. They were never there and never saw the presidency of former President Mahama. And to him, so what the 18 and now wo mu oya wo nyina ya ban otiso yo wo de osoro ya ono na oni because time na former president Mahama wa ban mu na wo 10 years 10 years and dey say edum kan na mada so aban bi na edum no say dey ono nim nti enei no the 18-year-old person no okwakoto aba no the onimu aye ekufo ado aban. But the truth of the matter, it says Gen Z's yomuti as say, definitely we need to make a choice between two leaders, and the former president is surely not an option. I respect him; he's a fine man, he's a good man. But the truth of the matter, I say, he's had an opportunity to be vice president, he's had an opportunity to be president, and in each of these roles, he was abysmal, he was incompetent, and he was a total failure. As vice president, video no ho. Me watch if I last week me boy what the next chapter shows so John Jinapo he honorable no yes spokesperson for the vice president John Mahama can with TV so say you be say what role is your boss the vice president playing in government or say the president former president Atamils has decided say or no Atamils will take care of the serious government business, and these are his words, serious government business. He's concentrating on the economy and all the core government business. And my boss, the vice president, is taking care of the social issues and the media interactions. So my boss is all over the place. That's why you see him all over the place, engaged in social issues. Into outdooring, our day, speech and prize giving day.
Say better to me about public lectures.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, a social event. So that was his job as vice president. So I just say he has nothing to show. And then Dr. Mahmoud Bamia Kanye, I want to lecture and say, be counted for something. Be counted for something. No matter what it is, be counted for something. Something positive. Definitely you have a negative on you. But why is it that negatives in one? Where is the positive? One thing, mention one thing. I say, me as vice president and as president there, Ade my champion, me initiative a my champion, and they about my women back up.
University of Ghana Medical School.
Why not see infrastructure? You see infrastructure, you didn't see the BIM. Can I say a good for the son? Can I say a man transfer of a ball?
Range Hospital.
You can see a man transfer of a ball. You see a man for card and can see a man call. Infrastructure, they win him. Infrastructure, no, a budget line. See, can one of the mark contract and quad obese. And we have found solving problems. Problems are obi and yebi. And I'll give you an example. The reason why infrastructure ain't a big deal, and they say, to me spreading infrastructure at the same time, MOB and yebi. It is an infrastructure and kwan out of record there. It means that omo munya asade no so for so kwan ebeto abamao. Because oko see airport terminal 3. Me kro mu late. Ye do sign e airport terminal 3. Etu oko see terminal 3 now say ode no. And I say, and no, they didn't say any national to Abama, met with you. Because the only way I met to Ama say, Kufa, the latte, Manfequine. It is a miminia media there. Infrastructure, no media there, made in Swatwaba. So infrastructure, yeah, there. And no Obo numbers, no, I Obo, now, Odi Achedi, Awaye, the audio or my Nisikaye. But yeah, they are to be just to say, Muso and Numu, Namidi Ura about 12 from. Because Obiayebi. Nana Danko Kufado, Koshe Development, Hawaii University of Development Studies. Nancy University of Health and Allied Sciences. Koshe University of Energy and Natural Resources. Abambe Naba were initiating 111 hospitals at the same time. 111 hospitals.
Bungalows.
No government has since Nkrumah Bechemu. Abembe no will provide infrastructure accommodation ama police here Kufado. Since Nkrumah Chemu, Abembe no will provide logistics, cars, any logistics ama police, any security services here Kufado. Since Nkrumah. Nanado Danko Kufado, at least 11,974 kilometers of routes and a wayamo on my way in 8 years. Former President Mahama, Eso Core Parliament, Omunina Core Parliament, Ekoyom record. On also say 4,600 or so routes. It is an infrastructure and just to Abadia and known to me a campaign. There is no sector in infrastructure, Mahama, Uchayen, His Excellency. None. The number of if I say fish landing site I see. And they cruise ships e cruise fi abrochi memu en nanti wiasa fa na na be parke e wa omina na brofo esi no makoye to ko he Jamestown fishing harbor Sunyane airport enei me no kase obetwe twa ticket na wako ko hwe de aye Okumasi airport Kwahye Tamale Airport. Interchanges ayaya ebia so Tamale for so. Into infrastructure there. Unim say 2019 number some of the infrastructure year campaign. What is Omoka Wasam da? Because it's there, vivid. There is no way the NDC can match the MPP anywhere when it comes to infrastructure. Not in any of the sectors. Yen pe in the year to me found kola, you triple kola do where they secondary school. I provide infrastructure momo. You started senior high school near your double track. It's said dormitories in the classroom blocks and dorsal. Meno can say 80% of secondary schools they are off double track. Omo first year last year no 80% of them are double track. It's your more second year and third year no move facing out now. No more double track that no. They are all facing out. The amount of infrastructure by way provided in the education sector no. We have built more hospitals, more health facilities than the NDC did. You are listening in our manifesto town by town, hospital by hospital. Irojet hospitals are co-founded here in 2008. For 8 years of the NDC government, Oman we Irojet hospital co-founded for Yeniaba yes 9 hospitals. And the infrastructure there, you find Kasem. What makes a difference between government A and government B? And they say, ultimately, trust no one doing D. Say, A. Ade ben na metumi create a equalizer for every citizen everywhere. That is what makes the difference. The NDC to date doesn't have any. Ubi somewhere almost your social intervention, no, and yeah, no one say health insurance and education. In fact, social intervention and one health insurance and one free education. Those are social intervention. Social intervention and only LEAP, livelihood empowerment. Those are social intervention. Social interventions and the policies are a creating equal opportunity. Enabling opportunity, Emma Obia to be able to thrive. We barrier no because you see the only reason in here obana oye sikeni bano obenya opportunity asemi and say obenya kwayanko school.
Okay.
So when to be ono say meni bi na to be school ametwa no. Enti na to da bia obeka yo mo say site for no. Eye ye fi site ko private school na private school for no ntumi ye no. Ko say na ya dwenu ma do fifie no nkoma ye di ne fie no. Ene nkoma ye di ne street ni mo no. Dada ma for no mo ni bi.
Baby.
It's the year say brofo no befa. Yenya wura school na brofo no fa pe boa. Ko question no de man ya. Your lifetime experience.
Obedwi.
Ye betwa. Nkole dada form be, wo de no ko gina abeka janche so on cross go ntumi cross. Ba yen no what 6 months na utwa kwa mu. Sa umpe wo betwa mu. So adi ase na senior. Ura efie ni mu a. Nkole efie ni mu ne aunties ni uncles obi e ofie. Ye be 35. Eti won wa sorry on pa no. Obi nya ho time say have you bath?
Oh baby.
Say we dware. Say won dware ye obi asem.
Adidie kwa ye no.
Na eduane na kasa ye ti ni egu asanka ne wo beto so we de bi. So I just say it obi ani ahwan. So create that, use the social interventions, to simply give them a slight chance to make it in life.
Come in bi UK. Baby that vicinity no. School bia ye pepe to say baby school.
Absolutely, that's what we are trying to get to.
The ultimate can say mete dagiam enti me akwara no this am number meeting kings.
No.
And answer this am number ebia
no.
Westminster.
The same.
And
until na ya start education reforms here. And this for go mpia ye buefu no. And na kwahwe kwabenya keji no. Classroom bro. Cages na YCCC ya no. Classrooms ni smart board so. A smart board. Aye. And ankwala no keji bo kola bia wa tablet ni.
Akwabenya ho.
Aye, junctions, atomic junctions way.
Wow.
Omo tablets si omo anim. Nenei yema senior bisa odame ne ma no owo na 3 months no ma ne tablet ene ye de jiji nkola nani
akwara no kura ni mu se ye
3 months bisa odame 3 months no kura tablet na denti ene odame nko amba ene nkura tablet na odame say tablet ye nya bi ye nkola bremu a ebe den mi wura University of Ghana mi wie level 400 that means so tab mi hu computer da na me kai Mr. Kwame ye wo kwapman school no Mr. Kwame computer class no the only thing I tell me here DOS CD dot.
Honorable Dambotwe emse the first degree wa computer
computer science CD dot.
Na sabre kwa na yes
na computer na yes me say na ye ko class no kra ye ko kwamman ye ko ye friend say computer class na Mr. Kwame computer class aye ba be sua computer o do saka no abo
Adabi who betie who do say ko kan
ade no say be sua computer o na ye ba ye be 6 na ye te desktop ba ko ho na onka just so mouse ni mu a unsom enei ye chiche tablets ama nkola nyina wo Ghana wo say tablet na mo chiche no mo de vote na ma menka won asem njiro tablet na ye chiche na yo say ye de vote no wonu so de hye ne manifesto so obo be chiche tablet o de hye ye de kai yefuo ekɔhye ye si hostels ama kai yefuo ye train omo say o de na omo kire kai yefuo mo mo nkofie omo nkofie na gya ye de awo kire no o taxi kai unim say Jomama His Excellency o wa ban mu no na kai yefuo tua tax adie na omo so no debi ye na betwem ye twem 2017 kaya ye tax ye na betwem 2017 it was part of the 25 nuisance taxes ye free so
na ye ju omo
na etimodem be no ai na omo je omo tax kaya ye tax ye na betwem ene unim say kaya ye hostel ne vocational training unsom da show do manifesto
set to improve upon the
ina make catch us say oye political trickster oye strategy no de nam when we say ade no say wo ka say wan ka ne sa nkofo no betweti ya onto de bebi edu yen ka de ompe bia enu ti da omo manifesto no omo twa ya say chenchena achi ye de aso omo de na kan ya asem a opposition leader de facto leader of the NDC what no opposition 8 years when to me and for manifesto amba nipa ye yi no 6 months ago November ye ono etube de manifesto aba ode ba ye da ye announce say ye be manifesto launch ade eche ya no mo so announce omo de so be na a week later na omo manifesto no mo kae no eniema miensa niema o kae say 2012 ye nto obama no ba obeye no wanye mu ba akompo sa na mani na wo manifesto nim de toso mienu niema yen ye ka say ye be ya ye tro ye manifesto no a week before no na nti be ye ka say ye be 1 no say ye be 2 be ye ka say ye manifesto ye be 3 no mo 1 no 4 be ye say ye be 5 no 6 manifesto no de tia no na onim esa ne say 1 ton e boase yan kai manifesto nti nka say miche ofo manifesto na 30% of the manifesto niema yegusu ayeye dada wonim otroye o de share them 2012 2020 manifesto nim to kopeke ni nyina copy and paste including o form 2012 manifesto no de ye to abama no eno ye to abama ne so maye o wanye o for 2012 manifesto na line by line verbatim de what 2012 manifesto nim eno ana watam no de abehye 2024 manifesto nim wan kan onim say TVET in such a bebre abem or the share manifesto or the shame so about ade ya ye dada yeah or say oba ye ni yeah there is no proper children so there is no children hospital when I come about one onim say ye sibia wie kra oweja onim that is basically how their manifesto no is set up but I can tell you say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia listed 14 thematic areas as the key areas for his manifesto. They kind or say or did he say SSC and making sure say you back improving on expanding your economy say in 2022 a good way be or say he's going to build Ghana into a world-class digital economy. For NDC for
I said mobile $1 no free here and the media baby here until you ended up mismanaging the economy.
No crap partner say anytime the NDC speaks about the economic situation, we don't argue because indeed, baby ananke pesa economy no kodo no enye ndruwe. Between 2017 and 2020, ye improving niam omo say eni nyina na mame unim say Jomama His Excellency oba aben mu no na inflation 8% or they go 15%. 8% or they go 15%. 2013 to 2016 or they go 15%. He has not a single record as president, not a single record of improving any aspect of our economic indicators, not even one. Anya shekrampo yejitum dollar koya kopim about 23 cedis so say bibi 23 cedis so say bibi sa what you say enei e course no ye hwea ma na ba fam egusu ayeden e ba fam fuel ankwa nkodu about almost about 26 or 27 cedis somewhere in 2022 December enei atia ba fam inflation ekoya kopim 54% anko do 54%. And then your manager aba and abedu 20%. I can tell you say by the time we get to December, our inflation will be better than the NDC's inflation. The difference between us and former President Mahama say, your evidence says at the end say ye to me any year emaneba fem. Senior, call any of the NDC members. Let them tell you one economic indicator. Omuwa bemu e wasro and e course ro mutumi de ba fam. Just one. They have none. We can at least show, say, we have been able to move inflation from 15 to 8% before. And we can also show, say, indeed, it messed up after the COVID situation and went all the way to 54%. But your evidence to show, say, it could do 54%. No? You to me at swam and before be 20 go so film. Why? And I will economy amano. The one that has the record to prove that when it gets bad, he is able to manage it and bring it down and improve. And I said the one that has no record of bringing it down, but only record of it going up. Every single indicator under John Mahama in the economy echoes through. Only bakumpa bafem. Why now the economy better? Ebeshen is him. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, Ojidi, say, we have a long way to go when it comes to our economy. And that is why he believed that Enyama ya they build the foundation of the economy. No, Yemen tunchene, Yembo Hobai, or no, and a wojidie, a one understanding the Bebo Sanyaman Hobai, Yaman and Twaso. He needs to reduce the cost of living. Watching clearly how he's going to reduce the cost of living. Watching clearly how he's going to create jobs and get businesses to expand. Watching clearly a corner before so ma the manifesto no a heavy on women and the elderly. A corner before so the vulnerable in society, our women, our elderly group, obeshe na wabwa na yasitinemu akwenim. Those things are captured here. Teacher ni ehunu no wa, nurse ni ehunu no wa, doctor ni ehunu no wa, mechanic ehunu no wa, medicine, every single Ghanaian you can think of. Offer manifesto here, you see yourself there. We are not saying say we are a perfect government. We are not saying say ye need nanso bia we ho, but the can say between Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the former President Mahama Nkrumah de aka yemma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kwan no so de obeye no oyene yenhwe ye remfi former President Mahama ye ayaka de odi efe mu enitani odi efe mu. The man is simply incompetent. He has no idea. He lacks genuity. Okofa the manifesto ya eye copy no copy festo. Cut and paste. Copy festo. Eno nko omo bu na copy festo. Because unim. O fire.
Omo copy.
Sina ambiza asem. O de ye fa ne say chinjaba. Chinjaba. Papa ya wa bin o Bible Solomon de ebi. Chinjaba. Nti yan solve problem no. Me the manifesto by last week Sunday. What do you about 7 days later? Why not copy wine?
No, Mark Kayu, and I'm not to tell you.
Okay. Kadia Bakwe, where your manifesto money and Kaye. Every single thing in our manifesto, our flag bearer had already spoken of. It would be okay, and so Yakaye. Into no council will be at them. Interference and call level another level of testing. Me now, me the manifesto by a week before one. Me copy on our manifesto, not the bad way. I didn't know what no opposition 8 years. What try am made the manifesto ba first. And you copy in here. I didn't know. Damn me announce say me launch me manifesto. I dey announce do date by. Now we change there. Now the empire na now we change. And you copy in here. Me say over manifesto na I dey be I see be 1 no. I say be 2. You see be A. Say ya na account kwade o be B. Say ye ka say be C a. Say C ni ya papa. Say ya papa make so be D.
Party a political strategy.
But it's true. NDC they are very good at that. Say nothing no dada in 2008 some bar health insurance no mo cassette or men one time premium. You just to about more ye. Ebia no mo ye free education. But I can tell you, we are not going to rest. NDC they know they are losing this election, senior. They know.
Why?
They know they are losing these elections because they are not credible. Omo credible. They know they don't have a credible leader. Omo need leader or yes sincere or the kasade. Or steez bi. Oh, no atone boas no kakasa ne boko bi, no kan de bi. But on your sincere, they are losing the elections. They will lose these elections. Not because MPP is a perfect political party, Debbie, but simply because between the two leaders, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and John Mahama no kwade. You say, utie, unante fam na utie nei Dr. Bawumia ye campaign won cry, oka Blekuma West na de. Ode opa kotieti fam ka say ade ne de. Ai, now so MPP ho. But your mama pa de because oma hunida the empire na ka your mama de brain bi mo man we the empire
they are going to reset the economy.
Ye pay upgrade mama nka semitro see ati yi kwame amufo na mafe iOS no ye update.
Okay.
O reset here, do you know what reset means? Reset means say what paper de na wo ho ni nyina ina okọ sha ase foforo anya bia senior to be very fair with you ye were challenges and were difficulties but wo gidi say de wo Ghana ha nyina anya papa eti ye ni bia say ye bo ho ban ye ni bia say ye so mu ni ye kora ni ye so you can't reset Ghana. We can't. Because immediately you reset Ghana, it means that you are wiping all the good. Here former sika omunya le free because school be wipe it. Health insurance ayedinya obe reset it. Hospitals are yes here enya obe reset it.
Holistic.
That means I reset. Because reset there holistic. Reset no. You see again obe reset yes all ka be say odi bibi ka ho. Offer for now a reset to factory settings. Esa na yatro no.
Aye.
Nti wo reset to Nkrumah na Ghana no be resetting to Achiampon time no. And now be resetting to your friend is Rollins time and now resetting now no wo resetting to Kufuor time. And now your reset is to your time. And I make say your political trickster no. Or ka asem na no aka netra. Senior, to be very honest with you, we have challenges. We have serious difficulties as a country. No doubt about that. But respectfully, in all humility, what Ghana needs is an upgrade. We need an update. I see a koyenim upgrade. You know what the upgrade does is that niyama pa eyeno eka ebo ho ban yema wo. Na dia ewo na enye papa no na fix yama wo. That's what an upgrade does. That's what an upgrade does to any system. Let's do a system update. Normally, even tech for the now you don't even talk about reset anymore. It's an update. The update will do two things. It will protect all the good things and then to fix the bag. About fixing Yama and you know, the man has no plan, and that's why he wants to take us back. Who wants to go back, Syria? Why no one my woman person come back, even though we have challenges? The penny say, near my power on your bed bomb buying, none no credit, I can't difficult, my no, you better fix your money. So between Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is going to upgrade Ghana, and former President Mahama, who wants to reset Ghana, we have a choice to make. And we are making a choice between a reset and an upgrade. And I can tell you, say, the Ghanaian people wants to upgrade and not reset. One raise our reset, no kind of crazy. Or doing we year pa, anka on casa sem no kind.
Now, and there was a question now, and representative say, oh, what bam, Adena. The Obian onion. You said earlier part of our conversation, what they buy.
Yeah.
Emma also can say, so be a war manifesto, and your body and Baba.
And no put yourself can ingest. And no can ingest. And no can ingest of a video becan as him. Was a quanica, Obisa question who said, ye be a then my ben or slay, not 20 boss no church.
Yeah.
The fact is that, and they see a free city high school. And nothing a can't educational. Yan drain free senior school fee paying whom be no. I ne ye kata share with ye. Enti ye moving on.
Now
meba so. Enti ende you know ye discuss education. We are no longer discussing making secondary education free. We are not thinking about tertiary education. Meboa. Enti send ye tie bia at every point in time. You would have something to do. Untumi ye nyamani nyina ene. It's not possible. Because some of the things you even want to do next year, no, and who cover by no, and who family kono, and ne, and you're ready yet, my boy. It is a cover by no family kono you're ready ya. As I bet you are day, I can say me, oh to me for class 1 or class 6. Inti Abia, why you say Ujia, obey a lawyer, but oh to me sorry for KG1, I say me call law school. And so I call class 1, class 2, now go through one, we be secondary school, as I call law school, my boy. Inti, and yeah, dear, I bet you me sorry preoccupy a lawyer. And when you may be assessor way ye, into wo ye ni no, now what was now ye become. And that's what this is all about. Otherwise, question be obisai and Kamala Harris, Vice President of the US, or your campaign. And you're not a Vice President.
Aye.
I don't know can on this year. Former President Mahama Kasakasa or no Nankasa. Or by a name 2012, no catches or a spare driver, ye the main driver no. Or no put on your opportunity by acting president. As a Yakotwaba.
There be a one crown. Well, you're substantive president.
Yes, ampa. Or you're substantive, yes. Other than some reno, why implementing your mayors or yen preco. Now, my members are in case you cry. And they are on number of catch and say, Oba may say, Meba may say, see, I'm busy question. Yaman or Kikano. A yen may buy a how I started in there. And would the end any water dada. Until the question is, on your crime by your mampinino. Yamo or Kikaso or Bobayano. I know 1 year. And they also your Bobay level 100 tertiary. obema mo free loan
no national youth organizer nso be chire mu say enye free
na ma meka se jona na ni for meka se ya meka eya meka na say miracles na kanti hwe policy bi enu amode aba omutumi acheche mu da not even policy bi enu ho
oh but ba queen
24 now what is here yeah 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 here what dey mama 24 hour economy what is here
ba any say me fa ne say bi akantamanto wo mo tonton niema wo ho no aban be provide security inti anadwo nyina no betumi aton niema the fear ni say ya na nkofo suru say anadwo kwa obi be yo bibi ni ade afei banks no so no 24 hour passport office bi am hiam passport akoba bi china no pa
adwini so honam no bre adwini so honam no
debi ekoma ya di wan say no machema
na me cheche obi say adwini so honam no ebre unu say ebe adwini so enti na obekọ no obi mowa si ho no de ne say do mowa de do grass no obekọ no na mowa si ho no kwa langa ubi say o si o me de no ya na me ho to me ubi say nkofo bi za o si o me de langa no do a na mitumi ye ni ye adwini so a honam no ebre senior say metie yi metumi asende 100,000 Ghana cedis ato account mu na we yi na ne ya de aye de awopɛ anajo 12 am kra metumi aye nti ebo 1 am me ko gye de on bank
bia me ko ye deposit
na metumi aye wa ha metumi aye o me phone so
we dey cash
wonim say ATM so we receive deposit ana wonim
oh yes
wonim say ATM aye Ghana ha
oh bebre
receive deposit then ye ken adwini so a honam ne bre when na Ghana ha waka che won say ye how e wo my way mu ene say ye pese ye ko bank anajo 1 chami wiase afada nyina Ghana wiase nyina meme on mind ba ko a ebo 7 pm mpa bank biye mamba ko one country there is none not even one country tell me one country in the world that ebo 8 pm I call passport office ko passport one country but one country mama there is none not any no country in the world
say there is backlog
me say but one na backlog no 8 p.m. Now me say backlog is it about collection at 8 p.m.
And if partner staff now a prayer point, what to be processed the account.
Now omo catch will say, have you see the point? Into no say about who be selling question be or say buy a behwehwem. We be say passport office omo catch will say the entire your backlog no because you pon 5. Won't say omo catch booklet shortage ho. Won't ye no ye. Now unim 24 economy say won't me an cheche mu ye. Unim the omo policy nim. On find 133 133 na de kumi wo 133 no nkra ne say omo say aban adwuma public service no we be ba no pa no wapon awia na ne position no obi foforo be fa na awia
say 8 times 3
yes until 133 na mama is a question wo ko passport no say director of passport
sure
enti director of passport no ye wo director of passport we ba no pa ne abada nya director of passport we ba awia ne nya director of passport we ba nwuma enti wo pon a ti se na mo ye no studio ha no wa pack unia na okọ ewia no new director na wo ho
enyum create employment na create employment
ama create employment o man nim adwini so a honam ne bre enti chief director for local government no 133 ebenya chief director no pa na nya chief director wia na nya chief director nyumre teacher for no mebo 133 na onim de kumi kra o say 24 economy kra football can because 2 am na say ebo match na La Liga
bia minister of local government for instance ye betumi anya de obeye 8 hours na enam se esunu ntina wono a be mankrofo aba you be represented by
one say and Dr. Mahmoud Amia Kasembi or say former president Mama is behaving as if on your man peninda senior no crepa and say the truth of the matter is that there is nowhere in the world that you can say 24-hour economy say na almost no you running no in fact 24-hour economy I think I've told you before it's a very nice strategy that is working in so many countries including even this country London even London quite city no the entire city almost running 24 hours
there be no
and yeah Oxford Street
yeah
Australia no more than 24 hours.
Me Melbourne na me Seska. Australia Melbourne. About 5 almost on my phone.
If you see baby anywhere, you run 24 hours or baby out. but we are see baby a obekɔ no ye wo specific areas around 24 hours anything na Ghana ha ukɔ Atemuda so me Atemuda Lagos Avenue ukɔ base wa yenda eno pa kɔhwɛ obi ani aso kɔ afi na ɔkɔda wo ɔkɔ no bi so ba Oxford Street ukɔ dankwa cycle e wo Kaneshi wana ma me no ton wache no around 24 hours
but when it will be formalized say one more me fa some production no aban be ma we incentives it is a idea we na we produce tenor ubenya incentives ama do foforo so about the production
senior hwe the omoka no enye rocket science they don't have to lie to us for votes simply for this Nutrifix a factory ewo tema hey Nutrifix a factory ewo tema me no ka say abo almost about 9:15 anopa shift aba e mo bus na be form mo be ndra na dwo no e ko fie omo ko fie na yi e bo be 5 a omo be djuba omo be anadwo de okotema a lot of the factories are doing it okota krade a bebre wo ho bantama obi te bantama street odi za bantama senior ura street ni mu a ye onkofo bi a okọ bantama anita wa koto no
senior wanamti
ura street right tem bi a be ura street ba koto so ajase nti bibi a ewo oman we mu dada in specific areas ampa ubetumi de account manifesto mu aka say oh sa mia ade wo yi ebia me ba me gidi say me wo other areas bi a metumi ama na yete say Oxford Street on by 24 hours me wo neighborhoods bi a me gidi say na wo sitie no metumi ama na say Lagos Avenue it is our areas way anyway no me ba niama say na maye wo ho if they had put this thing in this manner there will not be any argument. But they are deceiving us when they tell us, say, Omoba, public service, ebe 133. Senior, it is a lie. It cannot, it is a lie. It doesn't even make sense. In fact, abembia bamponas or kaso bene sakra abino your mambo for.
Thereby creating employment.
No, but see, what do you need staff at local government ministry 12 a.m. for? What would they be doing? Omba be
construction.
Our local government ministry.
There be construction. Me say be a kwan. Kwan no episi ewie ne ntamti we no ba pon na
ebi ni yo.
Okay be all there. Say be on better.
A demand and supply. 24-hour economy no. A demand and supply. And it's na be say Ghana ha no. Enye bebia na bi koso bebia demand no wo no e koso. It's all they had to do.
But Mustafa Gbandi say me fan say wo fie anadobre no well condition enye adwuma you have people say bia we mu ba anopa we ma baby enkoba so o mapon enti wo from
demand and supply the lali me let you share the lali me let you share the lali or 4 streets away from me me friend the lali anadwo 1 a.m. kra obefa no abeyama me so wo bi sa e demand and supply. Say electrician bi won potemu bi onim sa anadwo bia yenya nipa be 5-6 friend ma ne be ye kanea enye wo enti shebe na beba shebe na beba be ma electrician na watra se 1 month obi an friend anadwo 12 da shebe na beba na be ma na bi adwuma 12 wo de shebe na mom so tena se na se de bia about 12 onya nipa be 5-6 friend na obekọ enye wo se wo command the police for 50 kra kwata na shop na se ade asa 12 Obia friend say ye be adwuma senior the only reason why I no pay about 10 koko ra upon say Obia meto koko after 11 nemum say if anka about 10 that's a line that's what koko
pa de edi na no pa
yes say about 10 that's a koko line that's what ho a nko beton koko enu nti e na koko ra bi wo ho a upon 10 no akofie about 5 a no ase aba aban na di to osi ni ti onim say about 5 a ye won krofo bi nso a on beto koko 5. In fact, say between 12 and 4 p.m. Nkofo ho mbeto kokwa obeba enye wo na obeche ne sombra na o command the police for 50 na say between 12 akopem 4 p.m. obi ameto kokwa ade achi a omma emfa wo police for the door ade den wo de man no because ni kokko no ye na be say eye simple common sense enti ye be boa Ghana no ani research Ghana no ani general mosquito eseni nkatia say 24-hour economy no we organize na what teach man kwan so be adwuma 24 hour
o se bi wo areas o me
pudong papa so say omo be yen jata ne enyinamoa ene elephant no ma export na anadwo no the ATM 24-hour economy I then say omo mbe fidi nyata no ye be for omo nyina adwuma mu bensere ade dey serious o enkofo no ekoy omo dey nam so no omo torture yen and I can tell you see there say make say NDC be lose elections here o I am serious o because Ghana for etie one no pay omo tifi omo mo efuom koko wase edwa so nyina etie say na nkrofo yi nto omo plan nie omo dia no say 8 years aso yanto abenti MPP ye beba ye nka he ye de dia no say ye nkeka niema ye gidi say NDC MPP entumi anye ni yie no na wana gas oba ba mu abetima ye niema nyina yie ye nkeka na de yanto omo nto abaman ba say plan pa bisa NDC ni say mo be mo plan pa mo ma teacher for ye den
I will be quite so they are to so see even night clubs crab be running 24 hours.
Night club, be running 24 hours. Night club. I didn't hear night no. Running 24 hours. There's a day club and a night club.
Obia send ya say, who say President Mahama can say oba enema would be or obehwem one a state capture, two a lands nema ambulance repairs Sputnik BV no me ade na obache oba also be make sure say nema sika na akodi ko for obaje say obaje na
say we problem you know na say we yan say oba na we mampani na say oba na say ugiri so obi US ka chini to we say ya de bia
simple
we kra po de nkan we kasa oba na say we mampani oba na say ugidi say odame no ye minister for den no wi akakra senior che no anamboa so de be kokko se che no so yen kangaroo say when you Rollins aban na the two esi wuti o de be court na wako cheche mu achen de ntia o just say party bi enu a waton ama aban we japade esi NDC party no party no party in fact omo kra de omo sheda call parliament e ko chechire mra eta o machi omo ko parliament e ko pass mra friend diversity implementation act obekaya 90s no na wo group popular committee diversity implementation committee 7 o'clock news GTV omo so aye diversity implementation committee the most popular committee in Ghana. Almost ton Ghana factories in Makumako 300.
Wow.
300 factories. The list is all there. What do you say gasem na buying there?
Yeah.
Gasem. So do you say na buying there? Almost ton. Golden tulip na dey nyina omo na ton ye. Golden tulip na dey nyina omo na ton ye.
City Hotel.
Oni nyina omo na ton ye. Almost ton buying factories in Makumako 300. Hwe, opa won. Memma o list. Bo MDC penny bi edin be kire wasase otoye ya aban de and efi otoye ya aban de when the NDC mo onto aban japade when who NDC penny be onto aban
maybe it was backed by law then.
Yes so I don't have a problem. I'm only bringing out the issues.
Okay,
I don't have a problem. I'm only saying say Obeka state capture the actual state captures in the NDC omuton aban japade to say chupa chops and tomatoes. The guys are wicked. Very wicked. Very wicked. No mo ya de ni wi a, no ma dane omo hontoma. No ma kan ekwan bi so. No mo de akyekere wo. Wo ye wo hwie ye. Na MPP no, ye no abrofosem no doso. Nti ya ye hu ya asem ka. Abrofosem no e doso. Hwe, mama ka se be nanse ye okujota black honorable. MP for Northton. Okofa a list of insase bi a obese o kire say MPP aban na aton. Woni bibi insase no de bae ni nyina insase a omo no moton 2015 2016 ni nyina na onim it ye release documents no na fe no wa lock
am say ba ku bi de kan 2015
ni nyina na de tie ne say ono afe no abete ote ne embra omo mata asase na fe no omo registration won say asase no to a e be take ya while and so register it ote ya no de beto abonti no nim say ono ane nkrofo prisons, cantonment prisons na opposite police hospital no. Omo apartment and accommodation no. And here MPP are buying the team omo the money pa baako. One prisons for headquarters. Omo the money pa baako one person. I'm telling you.
And no SC wo abandane penso.
Oh yes. Omo the money pa baako me phone edum kan me kan letter ne kire o. Any contract omo sign. Now no time omo sign document December after elections. Omo lose elections 2016. No omo dey sasa ne chair. Roman Rich. One Buster home Roman Rich. Omo ton ye, omo de mani pa baako. Omo de mani pa baako, omo ton ye, omo de mani pa baako. They gave it to one person. NDC, they gave it to one person. Omo ton ye, omo de mani pa baako. Enti sometimes you see, yeah, no, we like to focus on bread and butter. The things that keep the Ghanaian citizen awake. In the today, yes, Hanyamana, Yeshedi Yejai. But no government, no group of persons, and a via Ghana Japadia at Toamomo to say NDC. Almost Tonton factories, Emma Monafo for this is sorry. Tonton factories, Quatama Kojo Runakoshe. In sorry, a war, Kasaka, una Kasaka, now by Japadia, no Tonton Monafo. Enti enei omanya no na to de bia won say yenso yakosro ba fam na nso eden ewe ye ho ona wo ho anope obi asore di obedi onyaye o enti wo na wo aban mu na sese wotumi pe bi mani di no enye de awo ka na nipa ne ba betie o obi oba be cheche ne re kakra say we mu na ye no ono na otie no enti to de bia ma ya asem ka enye de because wo pe o wo mpe o senior anope no fu obo a ewo soro no wa ban na ewo so enti wontumi nya no mbe kirekirem enti na to de bia na ya yekom no but state capture NDC for omanji individuals ejapade from nsem omanji individuals ejapade individual persons on my own business hwe ade ba ko nti to de bia mo se na your regions bi o mo mpa NDC asem o mpa NDC na nkofo we fi abakosem. It has nothing to do about tribalism. It has to do about how some of the indigenous people of those regions are not very popular were treated by the PNDC. In some areas we are okay NDC. Businessmen are my way more NDC for you businesses from them. Businessmen are my way more. Journey free my way because of NDC. Businessmen are my way more. I am shishi here because you go nana buache. Nana bi ne papa obisa ne papa
watch my trace
apia menkamo people who self-made people are and this is for omo di omo japade omo ton aban de na baji omo de momo edu baby no government owned state owned asset near Toma 31st December women's movement in some country na yanto amomo it is state capture. The NDC should never ever go on that tangent. Now I thought they be our own. So omo ka corruption in semina. Omo nka nche jo Mahama. His Excellency. Omo ka nko omo meka. He is the only president in the history of this country. Only president in the history of this country. Up to now. Emununkum edaso woniti when it comes to corruption. The only president.
Oh, but he has been exonerated of all the charges.
Which charges?
Crown Court, no.
Eka said. Ade say an charge no. Nti ere say exonerated no. Prosecutor, special prosecutor, one case was exonerated no. One charge no. And I'm say charge no so there. Prosecutor pa no charge o. And just 1 year boni.
Sure.
Ubetumi aye boni, but prosecutor ka say me charge wa. Me charge o. UK for no say. Airbus for nankasa ba say. Yes, mo fa nche yen. Fine wo ho nyina ye betua. De amoka ni nyina no kre. Ampa Ghana ye kotua bribe. In fact, bribe no ye de fa nipa we so. Na nipa we we friend government official one. Ono ne nipa no oboa yen. Enti ono na ye de fa ni nua no so, the bre. Ni nua no ni din nie. We nie. All this while, ye nim say government official one, ye nim so age bribe. I don't know. E chenje bi enu hu. Ewo UK for report ni my investigation. The same investigation omo ye bi o US, the same government official one oje bribe. Nana ye hwehwe why na ye government official one? Who? It was not about whether government official one has taken a bribe or not. It was about who was government official one. And then they change one. It is the only thing that special prosecutor Yama and so obeji to obekache so no investigation say former President Mahama and the government official one. It is not up to special prosecutor to tell us whether obe charge no and are on charge no. But the fact of the matter is that government official one no Airbus for nankasa confess say Yamane bribe. Emma Airbus no educate to Yahoka ewo US any UK dada. It is obe charge no say won charge no ye issue. Hwe ono pe ne vice president and not yakonwa so ono ane president. Emma ye hwehwe mu fa no the same plane. Minim their planes aye no. Okay, say plane, military planes.
Negotiations there.
Yeah, na.
Say do baby say your kind say we are obe taxing to do this. You way. And you know, a basa send BBN.
Me was a more. To be very honest with you, me won't. Normally I don't place premium on Sunday morning. I only bring it up when more ya corporate, you try to bring it up. otherwise I am asem ayo no penny o man penny o ti akonwa so a otubi jitum say I contractor man adwuma be che ne Ford car
or can call it or the fleet of cars
ebia won chichirechire problem ne say ebia chichire mu ho ade no obia won chichire mu e ji so na wo tubi chichire mu no saa na enei wo so kasa wo ba wo be prosecute obi ono so betumi a chichire mu obia won chichire mu senior enye wo nko na explanation eti men ko gina wo party for na enwa wonu mu ngasa me ba meye eno no Ghana ha no enye kangaroo na yede yi o nipa na ono so kwa chirechire o zira wo chirechire mu no nko a yebo be 5 ato so ebia so won chirechire mu ebia won chirechire mu nti I only think say the Ghanaian population no wiser than we were in the past. And that is why the NDC will lose these elections, respectfully, in all humility.
Now, my member, me who adie bi graphic online. Now, what my graphic online say, I think Ebokansa mentioned people calling me a liar. And I thought to myself, at least I'm not being called a murderer, as my boss was, or a drug dealer, or even government official one. His Excellency can ask me.
Aye.
An inference to what?
Say Ebokansa catch and say, I don't know what transia na opponent, but it's true. When you say multimedia 4-year investigation be, and mom realize you say, and this in fact in their report, how many international group in a year investigation, their report established say National Communications Officer of the NDC Sami Jemfi, and the NDC for share that say. When you say online, a use algorithm say your corner your Kwame Nkrumah Tikese ye Timodem for Kwame Nkrumah Tikese tembia generate content Kwame Nkrumah Tikese ye Timodem for e bedu baby no obo Timodem for Ghana pa Kwame Nkrumah Tikese dem beba e use the number of times I am mentioned and the investigation of multimedia for and this international group we here no be kire say the Bawumia is a liar no was there and this for share that tenase e chichire e do to online. That one is established. Some years investigations, no. And more established. Enti eno no senior. Untumi ya hwe. Obi na ye no wa chechira to so. Then na obetumi aye. Enti the can say, oh, say we nko na mo beka to me so because bibia wo aye evidence so kire say ade bia me ka say me ye no. Me ye. O ka say obeye your friend is saying
Baba, why is it I'm not being called a murderer?
Meba. O ka say obeye drone, zipline drone. Some can say zipline drone no or the bar I had to be to my dempo a better na drone to me de moja ako baby e do baby na de ba afi do you are there no kra behwe ma ho wadware any ade o say Ghana card e beba ye betumi de to kwa if almost say possible ade bi obeka bi the first one can say oboa enso ebem e no say mo be from a liar nko ade anka me pe e yes say so be from me say me wudini and I yes say so be from me say me government official one ko government official one there or ye kronfo and answer it here. Eti oka we I think some na yadwe. And me opa bisa Isaac Kreti we bisa say be friend trofo. Any say be friend wudi ni na kron for the no pe bisa no. Isaac dey na pe. Ade na say ofem ba ko. E say ofem ba ko. E say ofem ba ko.
Na no say na be say kutie bi o.
I say ofem ba ko.
Okay.
Eti obi an ne de. Eti ono so ne de onya e wafa. Onni we change kra.
I see. Where the uncommon me say papa na afa ni ahya ase. Aye. Na mama nhwe the way forward enra encounter a one manfo nyina di ye no se wo run na apa e ko sen
the American say Dr. Mahmoud Bamia wa komapa ema oman Ghana owo adwempa ema oman no owo eniswade hu kese pa ma oman no nokre enye niam na ban ka say ye ba ye be nyina na yetumi aye but ye hwe bebi ababeduri ene dia wasua ene nimdia wanya as vice president ene ono ankasa kra ne contribution as vice president to oman we bepem na ogidi se si ema no kwan na ye bo no be yo mampani a didi kan obetumi abo ene pa ya no ho ban na dia anya aka no otumi aboabo ya no ni ahwe ne de sane o man so ayeden aba ade ba ko a ehia tisiru pa going into the future of this country kendinia owo abadaye kendinia owo tema kendinia odon nokre ebedi nanim na ne kase pa ye kendinia ɔwɔ akokɔduro mmerɛ bia masɛm a meka ne sɛ yɛka sɛ obi yɛ kandini papa a ɛnyɛ kandini a ebi ɛbɛka sɛ ɔhaw ne amanehunu ba nti na ɔyɛ kandini papa o ɛmɔ kandini papa yɛ deɛ ɔhaw ne amanehunu deɛ bɛba na mmom ɛba a ɔwɔ saa akokɔduro na ɔbɛtumi aka sɛ ɔhaw aba moma yɛnka yɛn ho mbom ne yɛnyi yɛn ho mfiri mu. That is who Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is. He doesn't believe say ye pay na yen saka. In fact, Andrew Crow can say or this is still your difficulties and hardships as a country. Nemum ono de in shisheye we no gidi say betumi aboa na ye free sa ohanim. Si ye hwe sa shisheye we na ye gidi say or ye completely different kind of leader. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not your regular politician. Or not way until say me ye mu bi wa politicians dey be fire. Ye kete no me recruit yen. Mi sokra mo Kwame na be fa me. Me wo fajari kwela bi. Eno wo be fa me na odi me ananti mu a. Nti ye mu de obetimi aka chen say ye de ye thoroughbred. Ono de oye bank out in baby. Eye na bank na adwuma. Ene yakofa no he's a fine line between politics and technocrat. Enu nti na ndra na Paul Adomo cheka asem bi say ye nyina ya fa ya adwanko. Say he has changed the face of Ghanaian politics. Before Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, yes, I discussions. Manifesto, Ghana. Oh, yeah. NDC for the answer about one swan, no more matches in the by say Kotoma Brunino. You will refuse as a Kotoma Brunino, Kotoma Brunino. In fact, and to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to Abama Hofe. Oh, was a mimi saw about me dimping for any chin to machine.
Now, my Enra. Obi Sandy be ba Facebook community social media me say questions no bi wa won should that twa man grofo bi
senior me pe question ba ko a endro ye bisa ya obi be ka say na ye question a favorable to former president favorable to vice president no president
something like the crowd the obisa scholarship students
nobody has ever exposed himself in the manner in which Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia exposing him to the media. I'm telling you. And I see who former President Mahama media encounter. Any way 4 hours of grilling questions. Me na me moderate. Why na me man? Na question is me man question puna. Enti me na me the question ma obi say ba ulaya. Ena me ti mo odin. Me na me the question mo obi say what say fundamentals are weak. Enti enei me na me ma question obi say what say economy nurses are suffering, teachers are suffering. Are they so me na me the question. And they say me ti mo odin. There was not a single question. In fact, it was one of the things that I noticed yesterday. Not a single question yesterday. And I'll because we a friendly question, my daughter. Now me plant a question. Me plant 3 modern questions here, man. And the first comment to make here when the questions came, these are tough questions. Yeah. Opa, one kasa share video ni biom. Now pick one question. I'll be say a favorable question. I'll be say oh dear, miracles plant here. Difficult questions. The things no president would want to talk about. That is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia talked about. Now tell me, which vice president in the history of this country has subjected himself in the manner in which Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia subjected himself? The man is different. The man is carrying an entire government on his shoulder. Former President Mahama Kronya Kwame president, and Sir Oba Abakache and in 2012, he did not carry the government of the NDC and Atamels like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is carrying it. Everything is on his shoulder. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The man is basically held responsible for everything. And he's taking it. He's chesting it. Oji on the chest without fear. Oji the difficulties, the challenges, and the successes. The good, the bad, and the ugly. 4 hours of grilling questions. In fact, and young Mekran I'm stopping now. And Castella Oguswa Okasa. Because the man simply has nothing to hide. He has nothing to hide. Yeah, that is why he keeps calling for a debate, you know. Because all person who ni peti mo say who compare mo mienu na sem. A debate ndi omuma. Omuma. Enye force so. Enye force. Ompa no mo ba. Mo say mo debate no mo pa mo
any electricity no nko ka.
Na say ya yes yomo. When I campaign say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and then opa kwa Blekuma West. The campaign no ye no. Oka say we are or the mic is here.
At that town hall meeting.
Yes. No former president Mama why campaign 8 years still I betwa no campaign no wakwa he. Wakwa say obaba kwa no akoda 1 week.
That is a strategy.
Now why then? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has taught this country lot more in less than 7 months a year, you know, than former President Mahama. Yene Ghana for din komo, yene ahemfo hia, yene friend say asofo hia, yene trade unions hia, yene mechanics hia, yene teachers hia, yene artisans hia. Omo nyina yede microphone si ho. Or Youth Connect program, or program be friend Youth Connect. Okoshia the young people in the constituency. Oni omo trust we are not the mic si ho. Obi ebisa no question bia ompese ombisa no. Mo si yen no yaye. Mo si yen media engagement yaye. Afemre na debate amudwane. I am telling you that nobody in the history of this country, no president, no vice president in the history of this country, and etumi aye dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye endra no. I mean, we've done media engagement, yaye bi, ye share nkrofo, but senior, look at the enormity, the intensity of the conversation yesterday. No journalist was afraid to ask any question. No journalist was holding back in asking any question yesterday in the room. In fact, Andra in the room, no, the vice president gave a posture of give me all the hard questions.
And I mean, you call you Sheldon. No, you know, I was
Obisaba, could you hard Obisaba, no Bisabi. Me no grass am side friend Obisaba no side third one. So, the fact of the matter is say Andra no was 30 pace no. Say this for say media engagement be one. Omo fe be free the Dr. Mahmoud Ba.
I say omo lunch Saturday no. And a bomb. It you bomb one and must do it and fanko same.
Oh, I'm going to try. I'm going to be a channel the same degree. Political,
omo press out.
Yeah, challenge your baby. Political chat will be answered to be anye. And when die double cake. Omo chire bia do bia anye. Obia ye ne politics. Opa, you dey anopa. Ade ye no man trust ya me ye dey. Ya manifesto launch last week as on be over there. Ade na manifesto launch on my ye the same day. Now we me manifesto launch last week. Ade chi as over there a week later. Now time ye manifesto launch no. And then I determined on time on my own Diana. When I decide to obey media engagement July, and I'm saying my media August. In fact, media engagement, I can show you evidence of it. Our original date was 26 June.
Okay.
Long before the NDC did their media engagement. And I torn, Satana and person obey truncating the original torn. Next year they be only original torn. Now later yen. So what does it got to do with anything? Now mo pa no manifesto di empa no mo kokaya yenteda. Everything in their manifesto is coming from their 2012 manifesto or their 2020 manifesto. Okada ya die mpa naka. Yeah, the ekasi ebe nyina, ye se ebe one om so me two. Se ebe two om so me three. That's all. There's nothing else. Mo sorry am say ya copy mo manifesto. Mo sorry am say ya manifesto ni empty. Mo de na empty ana because ya copy mo. Sa wo say ya copy wa. Wo say bi manifesto ye copy mo. E na no mo ka. Mo say wi am say ye de na empty.
And empty sense mudi bi de no mo copy.
Empty na empty no. Then say na mu say mo de na say copy empty thing. And this are you copy empty thing. Senior, we have government to run. The teachers of this country, the nurses, the doctors, the masons, the mechanics, the lawyers, people want solutions to your day-to-day problems. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is willing and ready to fix these challenges. When you ignore NDC for, they should present to the people of this country a credible leader. To me, yes, our presentation, I support you.
And you better say, pa, you say when you dabako, you say, because swaba, na ya church and same na Bibia, so I come. Openia, and they any dean come more away for days. So, Dennis, Miracle, Abuaji, na ya woman swaba, ya bar, na fee, and come out what do I hold in India to us.
Okay, 101.7.
Kind of way, tell you so the more money promo number.
Obia pesika, now so dear party pesisika. Sika bebre. For Hondom, tell us more money promo, net disika. Disika, na send disika bebre. For who chimubi, free, Niabayan said, load credits and our data. Nenya Konya di 1 million Ghana cedis. Which Sika Pudu on Ankasa. Debiana Washubia, Cheska. Now going to query and on a 3 million Ghana cedis. And Snaho, that is staff of an house. And I send win call 500. And now for Telesol play up no sooner for who chimubi. And Pandura reload no. The who Jina and what's in Disika or Telesol more money promo. For Swallow Disika, a millionaire.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
Mr. Shaika Crackdown, Sandra Toy, any Lamau Kwan, Caritas Lottery platform. No so.
Kwame, me ya umwao. Me ba penyu no kane no ni madie pa. Na so na se bua no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple bra. Fanuko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bona me ka asmacho asme Fanuko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wono mo a. Wo de sua enko yie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. Eba ne sa. Fanabra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Ni yen hwehwemu mfa ne ni no. Oha bia entam se wewe ni esia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ni yade no eba emonka ye. Wadwe ye o se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esiche yade no. Aya na momoni yade pa.
Sabe pepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu one kwa check up awani ho kra no. Enyem prenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wonu wabusu nyina. Ebra ni enye hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho oho bia no ye behwe ni asia no e de amamo ye wo abafu mfidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye san hwehmu no ye dwuma efo nso de wani wote enti uba ye beje o fel so White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon ye be MTN office kese no free wo 024 225 1983 and 024 045 2992 White Stone Dental and Eye Care. When ni ano kania.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Doctors, nurses, barbers, drivers, bouncers, friends, teachers, bankers.
Go.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Doctors, nurses, barbers, drivers, bouncers, friends, teachers, bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Okay, 101.7 Sunye. Yadin komana koguyeni owura Dennis Miracle Abwaje. Na yene no twetwe enkomo no ayesa trade media no so. Woye Director of Communications Emma Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, flag bearer of the MPP, the campaign team. One is spokesperson Edemano. Na mamin fa we from the enko. Obi a we are bia endpoint hope at the clinic wo say obabua wo asa yare. Endpoint hope at the clinic say tumrika nebra. Ka wo nebra. Ka wo nebra. Na ontimi mwa ma enema nyina ntimi nya kama pa mfa ma wo. Yare bi tse diabetes. Yare bi tse hepatitis. Yare bi tse prostate cancer. Yare bi tse wo ulcer. Bra. Dr. Duboate ho endpoint hope at the clinic na wo sa yare e ma nko na ho so ento. Na we say yare ni nyina fi ho a ade ba ko a ewo mu biem suso enie Dr. Duboatin wo ba yare bi say hepatitis ana ba ne be ma mo pawo ana de prostate problem no wo ba o de afidie suso afidie ni kire ba bia problem wo na afidie na twaduro de ma wo no ma ne ko obi mfa ne yare ma end point homeopathic clinic is afa yare no ensan side chi enkokwa wo de homeopathy nuro ene na yare sa ne be ma wo ama ohun so atwo end point homeopathic clinic Dr. Duboatin was Pinterest Road Shell signboard Accra wo bi otama kom 22 afra junction ko straight to Poji Garden follow the sun to the clinic Kumasi branch na okron mabohia Angel HLS Kuna Chipe Takrado branch of Anaji police station Chipe wo bi obunu tachima ha yinsa na end point over the clinic wasan watakrade Anaji estate wo Queen of Peace wo no police station echi wo oho hwe wama mo 30 minutes ansa na owura consulting room moda roma bie bra na ana frɛ no sesi ya 0244 867068 0244 867068 0244 867068 0244 867068 for endpoint for say okay 101.7 so the pacho edro eba ya muji tu mu no 2016 your friend Kwa Mixture na Ghana for gi tu mu pa se eboa support immune system no kire wo mo sa de Core Plus Mixture eso by eno sa immune system support na muji mu demonstrate mu continuous loyalty to the brand say what the ebiaba Core Mixture, Core Plus Mixture, and Core MT Mixture. Now, Core MT Mixture, or the other gas radio, the ANA, it's malaria. It's malaria. Now, what more formulating, come now, it's me so abwao. Now, what the new tree, and now what it is far bear for a coin so, now what the Core MT Mixture. Nemtie kanen na ye papa nom ne ye janom no omu di nim tree no a wo mu nya pepu in the injection ni ade no omu di treat wo ho inhale na nyina na stimi ye na ese ade na we de abave kwan so no de afa se entity di malaria na uhunu ani colorless na natural pa nembom Core MT Mixture no se wo pese otu malaria se a ko de ko tobi demum test say wo malaria ansa me pa cha ye nye mapemfo wo mo a wo mo manofo enkwada wo mo nyamfie du mienu kai say malaria test obeye ansa na wa use Core MT Mixture na etimi abo Core MT Mixture malaria tiedi ni ye Core MT Mixture yen kodi nkomo na yen samra na ena adwumadie no anu o papa owura andikan kam eye editor ema Informer newspaper ani me watche Andy me watche Andy good morning
Kasa no watch papa
me ba chote minka
you say there kaka
okay and Saturday utie manifesto launch of the NDC and now utimi kra ko bi
me share a TV. Let's say I was so Ghana for do no share.
And so it says Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, our friends and 12 FA the manifesto ne sense some 12 krano emebusebusa question and so utie and alcohol
manifesto no me call because Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Vice President Standard Bearer of the MPP, because Sergio, I was invited.
Oh, okay.
I was invited, so obey a mark that honor, a yosa honor, you turn down the honor, Sergio, and Kwame have maintained. So Ghana, baby, I have a dream. Given the current dispensation, we must help Ghanaians to make informed decisions anytime we're going for election.
Okay,
and I have maintained that manifesto is a policy document of the various political parties. You know what this sound common. So, in terms of the introducing policies a boy and yes, so about the cat the Ajituni now. And Kwame Nkrumah, and I can assure you, sir, you're the Ghana for a take a decision, a bebois or more as it's now. And the Kwame, no, I'm a copy more. Because Obi Edibumawa, you reciprocate that gesture, and I must commend the media team, Media Miracles, put it together Oman Yubian film, Muma the opportunity. Obia Obusa question. And Kwame, yesterday there was this observation. Sir, Oman Penny bedroom, and I made a vice for a do time, you know. Now, me no me feel so what but the man was still, I mean, yearning to answer questions. No, I am say we had opportunity to ask him the questions. As Miracle Kind, I would just humbly suggest Musanye Bio because no questions, you know, a bisa or Anka, the person, the Busano, a follow up. About corruption fight, yeah, Anka, the person of Busano, but then say time and for Bannister. And she probably, and now you could feel me, Larry Duby.
Larry, baby.
My only flamboyant friend. Larry Duby.
Now, my main shadi, the crop of
my only flamboyant friend, Larry Duby. Yeah, you know, you could feel me. And because then I could boost our questions, fine. And I want to say, question idea, Menka was PDAC, Emma, Miriam Miracle, Uncle Country, Uncle Tia, Standard Bearer, Era, Mahmoud Baumia, to say, a bedroom time on Bessamana Kunyan, na, wa prepare, the person, the Shiana,
now they are criminal.
And I'm making but I think, sir, it was a gathering, an event, opportunity.
But now,
they should consider same. I mean, some other time now. Questions were Musano.
Okay. Now, my main idea we binum say. Mitiete ebi no am so questions no kra no social media handles awodona o questions no kra no ya twotwa ma binum dada looking at type of questions and binum busa no un said bibisa
Kwame, I think that politics is what I don't want us to encourage in this country. 21st century they are obedient or mutual trauma. But I believe in the capabilities of those and no Ishiao Biawan in India. Yenyanumbi, I almost said for me a lawyer. If they come with some rich background. And yes, media job in one or more. So why? Those that are saying all this, we meet in the lecture theater. We know their capabilities. So the thing that because we belong to the Inti fraternity, they should go say this to the Marine. Probably don't let us dignify that. Because I know, maybe question I'm Busa, Larry Dobe, and now, Yenu Mundi, Numuni Nasifo, questioners and Clophob, Busa, you know. And your question here. And your question here. To the extent, say, somebody even took the vice president down memory lane. Declaration, yeah. So Ghanaians are suffering. He came out with a tour list of those caught in that work. Teachers, contractors, blah, blah, blah. Nobusa say, and then, suffering, no? Some questions, no? That gentleman didn't research. They should give us a break and give us and credit us with some level of intelligence. Come on. I think so. No. Yeah, you go share on. Questions are gonna for a down makumaso. And a busai. Apania Amubrasia. Actually, yes. I got a phone in that year. That will help them to make informed decisions. So that is it. Now, Kwame Nkrumah said, before I do October, the two manifestos, Party Bia manifesto, Party Bia Eco elections, CPP, PNC. Huh? The movement for Ibeko. Third force Ibeko. That manifesto, you bear a switching. Sabaya. Ubia and fa. Yeah, Sikan Kujana and I said, the Bia Ghana Babedui. And who should I walk with? Funfun and Medania quiet. So we educate Ghanaians to make a very informed decision that will help their future. Kwame, let me tell you, I've been perusing and going through the two manifestos. At least the abridged versions are presently two parties. And I mean, so far, the MPP standard bearer and that of the opposition.
Let me say a comparative analysis of what is contained in the two documents of the NDC and the NPP. And now we say whether there are any semblance of the way by and one way so be and now be different from.
Well, the issue is that some of the approach is different. First, Kumasi say Kumasi.
Okay.
Is it for say we be answer someone?
There be.
I don't know much go February. But me do.
Better be cross kofa
from those coming from Cape Coast, they will use a different route. But it's about the credibility, the smartness of the policy and you are presenting and the promises you are making. Kwame, let me tell you, in developed economies, abandi anywhere, fuel levy, or Becca media menu. That is the number one, I mean, bet. Surest bet, so when you can rate in revenue. You know, sir, when this oil is lifted, blah, 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 this is my margin. And then, now we are, boss, Omubaye, MPA are revoking licenses of some OMC. In fact, some margins, levies via margin, boss, may MPA margins are buying coffers, running into about 200 million. So, Oma revoke your license. And I am happy that the boss MD saying they are pursuing those people to recoup or recover that money. And I'm happy. Listen, when it comes to Abansika and that of corruption, Kwame, let me state it once again, respectfully. I don't care who sources go. Kwame, now, you are given the opportunity to go and serve Ghanaians and you think you are the best thing that has happened to this country and so therefore you dip your long hands and steal the money, the resources of state, and if there are overwhelming evidence to that effect, because what your minor bro, Yemian Kumabia, Muwa, Trensia, Yachipram, so, Kutinasi Honomu, our school desk, our multiform, if you do not more baby, Omuni Mua, the Numunsiono, what do you bro? So as for me, when it comes to corruption, I don't do. That is why I see the Attorney General's department should be serious with the people of this country. Ghana is a serious country. Given the Maslow issue, we need an update. At least a court of competent jurisdiction has convicted somebody. We need our money. That is why going through the manifesto, Maslow is there. What is the object of Maslow? Is it not to help these small businesses, right? To prop them up? So when you go through a manifesto and there is this promise of Women Development Bank, whilst let's say manifesto is saying that I'm going to cut expenditure in terms of the appointment of ministers. The development bank, sir, Women Development, sir, so we should be very careful. At least, that is why I said, sir, Need the press here, you almost questions for her, baby. Because you see, you are talking about cutting ministers. Ministers almost pay, say. The minister and his deputy minister almost pay, say. What of the chief executive? What is almost pay? You don't want to pay a social ministers in there. They travel first class and as before. So you see, they should be telling us it's not about. I mean, it is good, yes. I mean, the number of ministers to make everything in new public management is to make governance or government. I mean, very smart, slim, whilst efficiency and effectiveness is not compromised. So the manifesto, Kwame, so when you can manifestos, maybe one person saying, I will broaden the tax net, there will be a flat rate. I mean, the tax net, it will not be punitive. And another person say, I will scrap them in the first 100 days of my administration, giving the opportunity. Kwame, who scrap here? You know, over the so we should be careful. All the manifesto promises. Kwame, I think, sir, we should hold them accountable and to ensure that because the promises are should be realistic and should be smart enough and not be the normal rhetoric just to get political power and to hell with the Ghanaians later on. So Kwame, yes, you're very interrogating Sanya Mayina. As to directions on Beko. And you mean I'm a catcher on you treat the movie while what you so penning for Akukudam, people with a rich background, diverse background, but treat them almost treat him on Nagana for so your margin. And you know, but Kwame baby, I be doing many miracles can be and yes, I become so discerning. That Gobelian theory, you can't lie your way to power. No, never again. Never again in the history of this country. You won't lie your way to power. You will explain to Ghanaians, and they will make informed decisions. And we should be looking at the number of years. The number of years. Maybe your opportunity will also be served. Is it 4 years? Is it 8 years? The promises you are making, are they attainable? So all these things, we need to just support it. Regards to the two manifestos, now the conversation will then go on. And so, Kwame, humbly, and now Busamia, this is my opinion on the event, and it will be social media. Animal mobile because a drop would be a young school that Omnium Sanchez, Yentini, Musa question, intelligent questions. No, they catch all will feed you so, and yes, they cut our one home. Oblasium said, ministers need chief executives. You know, work class. They know what we are made of. They know that we are not sure. So, say you call, Omutu say na you busa questions, and you busa questions. Why then you say obi open the fear bano? Onim answer, onim question about busa, onim question, and I want to Ghana.
And no questions, and you all very hard and tough questions, pa.
Yes. Because listen, you decided to assemble the creme de la creme, the best of the best of the media fraternity. And so, yes, they came in their numbers and they were prepared. Because, see, when they sit behind their consoles, when we sit in our various newsrooms, we are inundated with calls about assembly. So, if you are given the opportunity, you won't put the views, the concerns of the people across. You might be wicked and not patriotic enough to not to ask those questions on their behalf, so they will get a feedback. Kwame, I said, miracles with here. Almost some years because questions were why I see a busa. The brave. Nenka of Fidieso. Emma, onka ontienko country, the boss.
Now, what NDC, the animal, it was saying maybe highlights of the manifesto that was launched on Saturday.
Kwame, I know I made a soft copy. Me kankai.
Okay.
So yes,
but we a party, but we say you invite one son wako.
Oh, Kwame, one was you say no, Obia, and the price, in the sense that I am some mama mister. There be Obia our value, yes, premium, put premium on people. You know, I will not beg for audience. Kwame, you know me.
Sure.
I will not. If you know what I'm capable of doing, and you think that I can help your cause, I mean, that stops you from inviting me to also come and share whatever I know with you. And you see, it's strange and sometimes laughable that the very people that will go around saying, oh, monster, no, they will come to us and come and take serious cables, come and take serious intel. Go and present this as if it might be a wire. Because of monster boom out. Make Kwame will be the one to sound family and memma. The Nanchina will come now with your party over we are at the Abachi. I get in Yape. Nancy, Udi Boomamia. I mean, the Boama. Intiana, a Boa, miracles, you are Dambuchi, organizing my. I demand control for your move. It's not to say, sir, Anka NDC, when they organize this and Omu Maya no invite here, would have honored that invitation and go to ask the questions, the critical questions bothering the minds of Ghanaians. We'll go and elicit the response.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I'll never beg for audience. I would never. I think that to beg for audience, I'll do. I can only do that before God when I'm going before Him. It's that tone of grace. I will never beg for audience. Respectfully. If I manifesto, every can come and then say, okay, can I PhD dissertation here? Who come? I'll be draw special paper out of it. Nti then na area na the betrawa fidie so
research back actually said research are meant to cure problems in knowledge and then in practice. Yes, I hear research.
But we should encourage those social media distractions. The fact that Central for Mokoya, will be the catcher or Musa question. No, I think that it's total disrespect for the personalities, and I mean the caliber of Central Forum or
yes, it's true.
Ebukwansa.
Hey, Ache.
So you can't tell him that he has no mind of his own.
And then Bernard Avle.
Oh, so you want to tell me that Umaru Sanda?
Tell
me that something my own flamboyant friend that is over. What are you talking about?
That's it. Mami na wasi.
They are not better off than that.
Mame na wase anope. Mate. I what dey no me pa me fro ne. Okay, so yes, that's it. Okay, 101.7 so any and you can come your editor Emma informer the Bokata na ye no ma twetwe enkomo no. Why na say one kan bi
die eja de be kan ina papers ne de abade om de ba ye nso so honkomo kese no an say eno ya front pages here NDC MPP ena de da we na minim de opese wote ana be se wote bia
pese mti bia
anya delegate Demokrata no ena enim wo ba mane se na no memene da no ena mampeni dada John Dramani mama wotu Frank Adiama NDC wo mo call lunch manifesto wo mo de no na wo mo chemo 24 hour reset manifesto na sa reset manifesto no ena delegate Demokrata Adia Basenra Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia wotu Frank Adiama NPP wone samtrofo ne de urbofo hia ye ewo Mevempik ena wo chemu se kane mampeni John Dramani Mahama ne NDC womasima wo mo kase so mo bedi oman a wo be ye oman no factory reset sa reset no kane mampeni John Dramani Mahama ne NDC ena eka ne sei ena Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia bi se wo mo se anya bia sa reset brofo no wo mo ti ase pa ana eya brofo wo mo tete nkrofo kan ye wo mo de ena wo mo ka bie esanse sa reset ne de so kase wo ye reset se kim eni ade a wo adekro no su bia no enka ba kokura ni na awebas ebe pepa na ena o kan krata fa no a wo kyeremu se titru we se NDC wo mo akasa mra wo mo bedi aban no wo mo ye ne ma papa enti wo mo pa se reset no wo mo ne ma papa no a wo mo so mo ye no eno so nye enu nti wo be ye reset apepa ni na ene na edawo plain se nyema na wo mo ase ye papa wo mo ye no wo mo boa enye papa se ke papa nka onye wo man reset na baby aga na eduru nye reset na Ghana ye hia Ghana hia upgrading just yanku enim se iPhone wo mo iPhone 12 Pro Max 13 Pro Max 14 Pro Max until that se nya iPhone 12 ama ya ne reset ama iPhone 12 na gina ho krata fa to so miensa na wo bo asemi wa mane na ra wosemu a awa krata fa to so nsia wo delegate de Demokrata mu in fact ya ra wosem pa se eja to Kaswa New Market me ko wiase edan ya bronse to so miensa adwuregu na adwuregu ya kaka dwan enipa nan na de Demokrata ekyeremu se wo me wato na nanom ewo ensia do ya delegate no na delegate Demokrata ni mu na megina yi midimirika ewura delegate abrante yewu wedi 24 years na Emmanuel Opoku na atwe de free takrade kiremu se illegal miner ana ebeka se galamsey operator ewo wasama mfi west mansi ewo western region na no ate afidie titafo moto so ana wone timaka tipa track ibi edikodwemu se gunguran wanka agi shimpo a wona mu ewu atwa na nanom ewo nse do ya na Ghanaian Times de Demokrata ni Ghanaian Times de Demokrata no ana enim ho se de aboma mane dada no MPP NDC wade kanema peni John Dramani Mahama picture ba ena wo kasa no se mampeni John Dramani Mahama mampeni dada se wo se nyame ya adom ema wo mo ba mambuo mu a wo mo bo prrr se wo mu ma an no enefo ha ne aduonu 120 days dika wo mambuo mu no eniema ba ko aduonu nsia wo mo beye no wo ka ho asem na yeina enimwa na Ghanaian Times enso de Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia ne picture aba beto nra no waka se Mevempik no ana wo hye Ghana fo nyina bose se Ghana ni biti se obi gina baby ana obi hye baby ka se afia bato no sebi ebeye mojasem basa ne betie sim se kinkim ane wa usuro no chede mempie waso ti so bi kasa asem na bonike na sebi enya de MPP aban ebe ye hwe ha ma ba ye ba beto no sebi basa bi besi na uye no kura to nchen a afia bato no se de be ya asomdwe no hu ebe ye ku wonte se sebi akokota krakra yetu ana wonte se obi bawre kra theater fon kwambone so obeti se obi trinwi atia na bia woko saloon ye ni ti na afen no etwi ni ba ko na se bia barbering shop ena ye de shaving machine yitu ni trinwi ma ni trinwi gu fom na mom so obi be ni trinwi ana ne bawre be theater fom e wo kwambone so esa election ti mampenia be de kira wotu frank ama MPP se ema so da na emu be ye french free and fair no libilibi no labalaba esa se o kan wo page 11 no waso no no nim pefe sa de no aba no nyame adum nti ene nyama pa MPP abanya ye Ghana fo enim to ombeto aba amodi nkunim na onni nkunim wa bra obi beka se nwiemu ana bigridi bi na koso odi nkunim no french ama obi obayi bi abete ne ho ase Ghanaian time de bokata no je toso miensa page 3 no waba mane se wuyi se ejabra ni bi to kaswa new market ye gbo ho mane se market ana shops be eduowachi 80 ene ja no to mu a ahyimu nuane ene ne ma egumu a ye to nyina to nchen a kaswa wa mo fra bronu bi timber market asampa down vocational school bi where they Richmond Vocational Institute na ejato eto anya saketo dormitory o ameko wi ase enkura no a wo mo agi vocational tete na mu miensa se de jani tichi wo mo no awrawo samne se wo mo na mu ato nananom wonse do miensa nso so epra de pa ama wo so da yare sabia ye hwe wo yare police for ananu fiada yi ena ya okranten police for chain won sawom wo Eastern region na de nam suma police for kwachi abrante ni se abatu afidie biometric verification device BVD electoral commission for na wose afidie yi ewo wo mu nsemu no police for che ya okranten yi se okutabia esawom no mokodo ano make us say what's up police for kukumwa wabwa asemimu nhwehwemu Speaker of Parliament Ghanaian Town Democrat and Kata Fair Tosun 9 wachemu na renovation in sesie bia ewo Ghanaian Parliament ata in sesie renovation no aye obi amrase badwafo edo mudwuma no ne bosom 2.26 million euros African Badge Limited ena ye Ghana adwumeku a wamde contract na ma no se wonye 2.26 million euros ena ye de renovation wa parliament na Abanswana Kingsford Bagbin ananu fiada Ghanaian Town Democrat yi se wodi mpanimfo anim de nani ekohwe renovation na ekoso no na wahwe se de asiko na womse nyame ncha de huebe October bosomi na wie ye de wo be ye renovation na wie se de se na efata Ghanaian Town Democrat anu ana medaso omuyi na Ghanaian Town Democrat anu ana wo ba mane awa krata fa to so nkron wo chemu na kanima peni John Dramani Mahama na man bo ene se sa reset no a wo se nyame ya adom na so be man peni a obeye o man no wo so reset na reset no ni na ne se o ha ni amane a Ghana fo na mu no reset ni be yi Ghana fo afrim na ahoto ni yedie ni asetena pa aba se de se na fata na ina Ghanaian Times page 9 wonu amampeni dada John Dramani Mahama ka sei ase ho eno ode aba se Greater Accra Association of Assembly Members Greater Accra Association of Assembly Members eno mo se NPP amanyoko no Franka Tuni awo no kura ya mampeni abedi ekire Dr. Laj Mamadu Bawumia amambo di se ye bia ode atudwa Say oba obeye electoral area share of the common fund no. Wo mo ti monu yo. Wonyama ekra wo mo dana se agbana baso. Say nyame a mane da ye mane so no da ye. Asa da ye yi. Waso mane nka ne trim se biemu ma waso da ye a wo hu asetre. Wo ba obeye no. Greater Accra Association of Assembly Members say wo mo dana se. Wo mo dana se papa. Say common fund no electoral area fund to benya wo mo share. Oh, and na assembly no. Wo bia to benya mpuntu nyuma say de se na fata.
Assembly.
Nana.
Media me free propagate ye ache. And say uzi entuaka wo.
Oh, and Dr. Elijah Mamadu Bawumia wate.
Yes.
Nana wate.
And na awaresem wudi awasem wobekwa yie wobeye engagement afei
obi dia na yere kro abefro.
Bia problem e wo no. Kura ohini ni mu kura no yehu se wo na oye ohina wo.
Assemblyman.
And na assembly electoral area bi wo kura nkrom yensa. And na wudi so assemblyman.
Enso mu nya we.
They won't be the best in say be our na ban bechem bia assemblyman bia one bicycle. Then kura baby this assembly no wa. What be kono.
And na say dey e be dey e be boa ma wo be ye adwuma am ye hu omo so mfaso.
Yeah. Oh, almost the omo mfaso.
Na mfaso ye wu ke na so mu nya hwe anto say Dr. Lai Mamadu Bawumia say wo ba or the assembly area say
bi okra moko sitting bia na bia ye twa allowance dem na kurase no allowance ni timi kambo mu 1 year na yentua allowance bi sam say
say
e bu okra 15 cedis per sitting.
Hey. You say what?
Yeah, me I've lived through it. Was the my adwuma this assembly me ensa.
Na this assembly members wo mo bo Bawumia baso yi.
Yeah. And the chese emoya.
And nan say ba ne sa de an development na be more decentralized though.
Yeah, because wonu da bia just only kroma kosia. Wo ma kire de omo wo pe. And ye be budget ya. Okay, say na tie. Assembly no. You beji inputs from various electoral areas. Electoral area bi o wa. Enkuro no we omo hiya school. We so omo hiya public toilet. We mu hiya we mu de o ma kwan no. Wo mo hiya say level suma wo mo. Ni agigiri nyina ni ya bono tofa. Ni yesu agbo akire e de akoma local government ministry no. The ministry no e de agina so I atro say I say abanhwa na one so agbo akire de akoma finance ministry na omo de aka budget no. If it is not captured in the budget
muntumuna
bibiansi
oh na entra assembly members yi wo mani age no
na me hwe because me adwuma as community development officer and I'm sabi adwuma one of the districts in mo as NADMO officer NADMO yai
National Disaster Management Authority
wow no
and anaye na ati usike bi ka mu a na nsem wo bebi no onu odame
Mama Nkeska sabre ne scan so 14,000
oh
100 and can in 140 million
40 million till now 14,000
yes
I see
that was 2002
Nani and you problem ni ho wa de be ma Nani na rose water wonu ma de kro
rose water rose wa ne ho agu nsuo
oh da bi na no mze e ma no kra de ye wo manimo Abi yes sir unim rose water
rose water we never check ma me fa Gilbert na fe ye fa so Gilbert what I say Gilbert et say
yeah me Kwame Nkrumah Tikese otemenka
me te onka papa na so otemenka
me te onka na udem
na
udem
u post wo eye MPP amanyokom no ene de yin
me katama I want to MPP amanyokom no said ye amanyokom no mu ye wo women's wing ye wo Nasara wing ni ade no
Party Nadaroma under the chairmanship of area Stephen Intim acted for the Disability Secretariat.
Okay.
The Disability Secretariat, you share policies are buying no at the share manifesto more and after your back not to implement here, but one for them my. So I speak for the Secretariat.
Oh, okay. Now, per manifesto by ye. Ene koma epie ba ye no ese woni age ho pa se na uje no
mama na say Kwame Nkrumah Tikese na se many was the OKFM na me tie tie for so a wo mo etie se ye de bia enim no ba no amanya semu a usually no ya na ni for modi dem no parties na hodo no entai enform adwen enquota people no so but ene no also the increment in the numbers of persons with disability from war a year, the voter register. It's more than 2 million people. It's all your money, not one for any pomodi dance in terms of the numbers. Ewa back to more, Abia now is the doc. In the Tobesha, NDP4, our disability desk, and NPP4, so yes, our disability secretariat.
Okay.
But in yes, the welfare of Nipo Modi desk. Because Mr. Tikese, my move and as all driving across the country, especially Accra and Kumasi. What time he said, you probably didn't be bringing almost and I idea about what you will be your advocate to say, I find be a baby to me access to same for own.
Anna, give it. Everybody can be disabled anytime,
of course,
any day.
Of course. So they become mainly a visually impaired. But young farmer will be a deep war many money. Oh, so what you say? You said you can be able to make them at any time. Then what you did them via life must continue because one can say where the demo to say be a brew or show more comfort. A better than a bravo to us. And on I wore a new patriotic party, you push him out, Mahmoud Baumia, vice president, they all pay Ghana for M1 and I am breaking it. Oh, making sure, say. When you the first one, the disabled child, able to me, Apple school, Abra, Omre, Ewo, you can cheer another school fees. Is that Kwame, you want my mono? The Brennan is yeah, I did them your course, I is free. But practically, another, honestly speaking, yes, honest here. Over University of Ghana, maybe for University of Ghana, I acquire the first degree in political science and philosophy. Myself, I hope you acquire a degree in LLB, which is law. Meaning, I'm going to be clear school fees. It is a bit in general, against the demo of school every year, and yes, honest here. And Jema, I will want to be brain, so who banners were did them, or we here, just what they are Quranic school, not be a group with year school fees, which is, I give acquire discouraging. And that's about me as a bar. Although making sure that persons with disability across the country, you are more the various universities in no school free. Yeah, one person, which a year I give up what?
Nature Metawasia, persons with disability, no, about free.
Free, I was school.
Okay.
Now, winning, yeah, then it say disability out of Ghana, yes, no, I think 2006, or Mampenico for Sabra, no, Tiegaso at 715 for no. And there was a Mampenia Gasapra or signing star and Rano, and they only see a disabled. So we have a piano. And they know art no effect and can buy any free education for persons with disability. But about the engineer, then envy and none of them who for buying we buy, and under scholarship secretary, Dr. Judgment. Or they educated by say persons with disability across the country be or more university, on bet your school fees for free since 2022. If you know, Abaya shall say, Nemo Kwame, na ye Embra. See a Benya airline, ye find a legislative instrument to be also say. Kabasis will be back on to me money 3 months or money 3 or Sadiano. If you need to education for persons with disability, scholarship secretary for Asha, Nemo Embrabian Techri, into no air not the Nippon school and sign a betia. Peace, I'm a school, I'm an actual. Usually, yes, as a walk on the admission. I just walk a political debate. Until later, the scholarship secretary for the PS can answer and walk a refund of the school. Then we talk about me, I say, so no bar. Wunya admission na say for ebia Kwame Owusu ansa na Kwame Nkrumah Tikese wonya admission e wo University of Cape Coast no. So wo yo bi e wadi dem ko ano. Eno an say wo fa wo bag ya na wo ko University of Cape Coast. Wo ho fee any school fees ni na no aban afa ni nya e hu hia say school no ebe bisa wo na wo wadi dem a wo ba school ni say for school fees bra. So I believe say as on my end as a party no as I see about vice president ambassador Ogun Sani Yeni so odi bibi sa be hye ni manifesto say be ya say Ghana ko hu ye mobo no mto abama MPP a obetumi implement more to read no so the 5 quota ye say percentage a Dr. Bawumia so ba enuma e wo man mu especially the public sector and the private sector ni na no so bia recruitment a onya 5% vacancies enfema enipo modi dem na family we no mra wo hodada in our disability act yeah wo for but yen fa nya dwuma asoman but Dr. Bawumia so no ba obe make sure that yen fa see for dwuma wo local government service a ye be charge 5% the money for modi dem ye fa dwuma e wo abia fa na say ye fa na say civil service ye be charge 5% GS ye be charge 5% e the money for modi dem say Kwame say anya ne sa wo ka so obi e wadi dem and if you only them and cost struggle, they're for the survivor of the fittest now. And ye, you say your cost over for man, you don't need them no, or a lot of advantages over Nipa wedi them. And you see now, on my piano, you can say, a Nipa wedi them, and ma any Corano. So mine no any uncle one or mine in 2 points. You see, Robert and Siana Parliament for a passing different affirmative action there. Because they said they're vulnerable in the society. Because there can never be a society any vulnerable. This is my vulnerable, so no, any poor them. Because Kwame Ubesha, baby, brain, so be any them no qua. Discrimination, yeah, yet, any fan, yeah, I was sure. It is a Dr. Bawumia was okay. Nipa them, ne mammy, and to the game one as an outfront to the school. Obey really come, obey UCC, obey tech, obey University of Education, Winnipeg. Now, Kwame Nkrumah why day. It's a company as well. Now, our phone be no. I discourage and away crown some the Nico school no we are better than why they when you do. But me no can say ye boy out for HA no Ewono. Kwame me assistant director. I was one of the assemblies in Ghana. Yeah, we been to me person me good. Municipal assembly, the assistant director. The me mammy and whom mobile for man go school and that's where you have to in for man go school. Maybe I not say no, make our one what the Kwame said ye group. One more says in car and the year I buy beef for be very between ye and on. So these are some of the policies are NPPD manifesto anymore. The party need to meet with me who will be already them across the country. The need is or who bet to me actual. Yes, Kwame so our question here now or the aba. Asana Abia.
We put here aye in Chiremukase. Na fe na enkomo no ankasa ahyase enti bere to bere mu no ye bedi saade ho nkomo na bia how ba binim so wo no na ye bisa na wososo eja wo kirekire mu a enti
kwa me we de me de manu se no ma me bedi ka ma me na wate se o ma me akwanye se encheche fanse
oh da bia akwa da ho
yes yeah experts when it comes to some of these issues enti abibia mo be ma ya kwan no yan se be cheche na me mfa akwanye so na Kwame mentu awofo ne abusia wo mo man mu se the abuso dia didemu a on say bigiri se Kwame unu yewa Dr. Sedu Dana ayo wa pasi ade ko akire afi na yewa Mahama Daroma o man opportunity be ye minister ya me boss wa me ne omo ye adwuma me boss is yenu Dr. Joshua Makubu former OC regional minister immediate past after or a PhD holder but we did them Dr. Kwesichi Kwame Mizo de Kumasi na Kwantuni
me enu akra me ni hia ye Kwesichi
the boss no me na na ye aduma Dr. Kwesichi wo hwe odi demba wo hwe kwan wa fa so wa rise through the new patriotic party that is one wa keke it is so ya wo na wo ba na wodi dem ana unia bi adidem ana bigisa enfani hye dem fani pie na opportunities empanifo di agu akwan mu a the past need to me we need di begu akwan di amagana for any for modi dem titio no wo ba no ono so on benefit because oya Ghanaian or to aba oya full-time citizen ne mata nkofo ni na akwanya no more so and contribute to the national development yes as a minor the Kwame Sana Meka
meda se pa na masre nyampa so e de ama why ye beka se chiri meda se papa ye ne ni edi enkomo yi eye Gilbert Boateng was spokesperson Emma Disability Secretariat of the New Patriotic Party and I know actually in common okay 101.7 so in na me wie no kra me wa ha and me am sister me am sister ohima papa bi ohima one ohima Mercy the evergreen Sister, me wache.
Yeah, me nua bema.
Na boko de.
Nyame hira me pa na wonso ye.
Boko pa. Na se kaso hima Mercy a, me ma me fa bibi emfam na mo mfa nkai nipa ko am ni edi nkomo yi. Ahima Mercy ono ne boss adwum yi na se mu se wa best studio ha you media otan ye friend Tehila mu akwa ba
ya uni abema ne se me ba Halifax ho ai na ja me wa fa ha de wo se mbechia
mu sa
ma feel
me so Halifax ebra o 6 form na me ba form 1.
Oh, I see.
Me man baby enyini wo.
So wa bo akokora.
Wanyini Halifax enyini.
Hey. Ofana what is saying?
Me hu ye na mo so
ye danya me ase.
Yeah. Na Tehila edition be na eba so
11th edition.
Efie du ba ko ni.
Ano dem pa. Nyame de ejina yie pa. Na ne ya na ehu emzemene Halifax bedi nkomo bebre eye adansi e free mo ba. Na this year on the 8th of September ena nyame ya adoma e baso. Na me round keka nyame enkrofo this particular altar wo mote ase na e ba me hunu se onyame otena yeye mu pa.
Amen. Na eba so he wanya bodeti no artist eba no ya de.
Pacho on the 8th of September eba so wo Papa Sam Kranchi Ankra asori ho. And artist was na CEO PSA Sisi Chum. Enipa bebre nyame ya domwa Erade be no momo so no omo aboa ya uncle to team eternity lot of wonderful people are Erade ebe na momo so no maboa ya ama jumedi ne dimo
menim san komo na be koso pa e wo best entertainment na lastly ye kase Tehila
Tehila another form of worship. When in a suku kwai no say oh sorry Erade ne Erade take care of efie niama battles a wo film atete a wo film emanyame yakase na nyame timu ya ne da na niama papa Erade esiesie e de ama ono no watwe ama wo ntentem pa.
Anyway, maminya o na fe ye fa ni nyina nti be pa cho enye afidie ni mfiri ha
pa
best entertainment baso na ene Ohima Mercy in the building
ofanya minshapa
and make time with best entertainment over to win nyina Ohima Mercy live in the studio. Na yemre yedi adwum wei na yedi ewie kra. Ye frame Ade Akye Abia Kwame Nkrumah Tikese Money Show president of land me produce open Kwame Usuadio me. Abia actually on social media Vida and so eboy empa. Na fe ye sorry so be the COP for Su Ajiman. Ne dwum was wadom na sorry so na eja best entertainment nso aba yafo mo bre ni bi nanso ye be ndey kakra akra ye ko